And welcome everybody to the roast number 19, a special invitational. And I am going to be here alongside us very special guest here to bring you the action for Street Fighter V, Mr. SaintCola. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We are out here for the West Coast Roast to see who's got the most, see who's going to give it up the ghost. And I can't wait to see who's going to take it. Because honestly, all Midwest bias and things aside, I guess the West Coast is a strong scene, some strong competitors, and I'm interested in seeing how they've evolved the Street Fighter V meta. Listen, we'll wait till Kyle record to talk about that one. Maybe I'll have you and me will have to hit the mics or something, like you and Vicious something, or me and Vicious or something, because we got some stuff to talk about later on.
Now you guys are gonna see what Flaquito is all about, right? No, I was kidding. I mean, that's the thing. You've been doing a lot of Wednesday night fights in the past, so I'm sure you are familiar with all of the players that are here. You know, we've got, interestingly enough, 9 players, so 2 players are fighting each other in one round first before we get to an official top 8 bracket. But I mean, in ranked order right now, in seeded order, of course, this is the roast number 19. So there's been 18 before that. And Chris CCH is currently ranked number 1, having won 5 roasts out of the 19, out of the 18, I should say, that have taken place. So he's ranked number 1. XSK Samurai, I mean, he's listed himself as XSK. I don't know if he's embraced that part instead of the Samurai now. JB, Mata Oha. Then coming in 5th is Luigi, then Jot, Anthony, and then Blarlad and Flaquito are rounding out in that 8th and 9th position. And those are the 2 that are going to be playing in the very, very first round to find, in this 9-man bracket.
I got to give credit, despite the Luke-tacular amount of players that have picked up that character, it's good to see some variety. And to be honest, if I'm being real, if I'm going to watch some Luke players, it's in the West Coast, because Chris CCH, very optimal with it. In fact, this was during Capcom Club. You were there, obviously. We were talking about every time we see a Luke player, he'd be like, oh no, he'd do the right combo. He'd do the right combo. So, Chris CCH is a Luke aficionado. He's been playing that character since Third Strike. But then you also have someone like Samurai, whose style is, he's so good with fireballs and things like that. Just his play style is carried over so well from Akuma to Luke. That's not to say he might not play the Akuma today, but he's probably going to play the Luke. Then again, you also have the variety with your nephew, who has Colleen, and then we see JB with Rashid, Matoha with Boxer, and there's going to be more in store.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's again, very, very cool. Again, 18 of these roasts, and to see some of these players here, I mean, you look at Blarlad and you look at Anthony here, they've played in 14 of the 18 roasts so far, and Luigi has played in 13 of them, and Chris CCH in 10 of them himself. And Luigi, Luigi and Mario obviously is just like one of my favorite stories. 2 guys who started playing in the online Wednesday night fights and really got ingrained in that West Coast. And then I even know that they had some troubles outside in their personal lives. And Punk, I believe, was one of the players who helped a bunch of people organize like a fundraiser for them to help them, just kind of settle things down. And so Luigi and Mario, the 2 brothers, have become staples in the West Coast for Street Fighter V, and, have really felt the love from the community as well.
But, when we put hands on the sticks, you're not a friend of me, you're my enemy. It's something different with it. And they're ready to brawl out here. Love seeing them come through. Honestly, love seeing the variety again, the players. And, people you typically see in Wednesday night fights coming through again to come through out here and really support the scene. Also, got to give big love to the West Coast Roast for putting out, all these tournaments. I feel like there was a good couple of months, if not a year, where we didn't see a lot of online tournaments for the West Coast side of things. You had Wednesday night fights, you had a few here and there. So big ups to them for putting on this scene. So y'all, if y'all first time watching, make sure y'all tweet out, let people know what's going on with this. I just caught them recently and I was like, damn, it'd be kind of cool to be on the mic for this. And then they hit me up. I was like, all right, I'm in. So we're gonna begin. Don't worry, y'all. We're gonna get some action, Street Fighter V style with this new patch. Yo, James, how you feel about this new patch? On the
Dude,
real,
I'm actually unabashedly love this new patch, to be honest with you, because I mean, look, I know I've talked about this on Twitter, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna critique Street Fighter V a little bit here, but in
Cancel
season
him.
one, in season one, and for a few of the first seasons, Street Fighter V, the combo routes have been pretty, almost feel kind of like predetermined, and there hasn't
Mhm.
been, as much for people to express themselves. But I feel like here in this latest patch, especially, they have just opened up combo routes all over the place, and like characters can just do wild stuff now. And I really appreciate that. I think that allows players to have the ability to express themselves and such. And I really feel like the balance is really good now. Obviously, we're living in a time where character. I mean, again, I'm gonna do the old man thing, Cola. I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
but
I'm
like
with you. I'm old too. Let's go.
back in my day, back in
Mm-hmm.
the day, like balance just doesn't exist, right? And nowadays, all the fighting games are very balanced, but because money is on the line, because all these tournaments are on the line and such, the tier list is a little bit more felt, right? So even
Yeah.
though Luke isn't that much, like he's not nearly broken like we've seen in past games,
Yeah.
but he's still good enough that people are going to have a lot of problems and get really frustrated dealing with that character. But
Yeah.
like my girl Lucia, like she's been buffed. I'm like
Ooh,
super
she
happy
has.
about that. So hey, I'm happy with this patch. I don't know, what do you think of the patch?
Well, I mean, overall, I mean, I can go on for days, but I think I just want to see it in action, people. This is the West Coast Roast. Let's get it going. Your production. Let's roll it. Get these matches flowing and going. We get the first one on the way. But overall, honestly, the patch, I'm loving it. It's made it less wild, but it's still not mild. It's still got a lot of ridiculous stuff with it, a lot more whiff punish and stuff. Obviously, without Luke and maybe some weird things with like Urian and stuff like that. It's still sick. And honestly, I don't think Urian is that bad. He's like mid tier, but don't
Suddenly,
get that put that on Twitter. People will
dude,
be upset at that.
suddenly all the Urian players have to learn how to play defense, and they're like, why do I have to play defense?
Ooh,
Clip
I
that.
got
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh
Oh
man.
man.
But now they
Hey, we
gotta
at the same
hold
time.
what everybody else has been holding this whole time. So
You got V shift and V break and things like that have made the game a lot better too as well in terms of those, and that's also what makes Street Fighter 5 so good. I think is that element is not been fleshed out fully, and I
yeah.
can't wait again to see how the players start to evolve that. I feel like last season we kind of got a little bit of that. Now we definitely have to have a lot more in store because it definitely is about riding that momentum back. And I think Javs had put something on Twitter recently about using V shift and break earlier in the match, and we might be seeing that.
Mhm,
I think
mhm.
West Coast
Yeah.
has been pretty decent about using V shift and stuff from what I had seen in Wednesday Night Fights last year. Let's see what we got here. First match of the day, West Coast Roast. We'll let people know what's going on because you can't let this action go to waste. Come on.
Yeah, again, this is the top 9 from the previous 18 West Coast Roasts bi-weekly here that they run this. So, every other week you can tune into this. And this is currently 8th and 9th place. Blarlad, if you guys don't know, at one of the Capcom Cup Last Chance qualifiers, had an amazing run. I think got to like 2nd or 3rd place in that event. And then Flaquito, of course, going to be part of that West Coast team, that Filipino man announced over here, running with the Rose. But, I love the changes to this tire. I love the fact that the tire is just wild now.
I feel like Blarlab was one of those that just played it because he had a lot of fun. And they were like, let me help out you, Blarlab. Nobody else, because I didn't really see too many Abigail players playing it, but now you got a reason to put on that season because the tire is in play a lot more, but the side switch though, man's not spinning ED bar to V shift, get got with it, Plaquito with the one touch on your red. Oh, you might be dead. You might be dead.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, not like this.
Big chunk
like
of
this.
damage here. All right. Oh, nice. Oh,
He didn't kill him though. Again.
he let go early. He let go early because I think he knew Flaquito couldn't take another guard crush. Normally it scales a lot, so he couldn't take another one. So he let go of it early, catching Flaquito, trying to interrupt him, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like you fight Blarlad, it's like a series of unfortunate events, and the tire makes it worse. So you gotta stay away from the worst. Stop the tire from coming out and play. Sweep goes, and look at all these points that it happens, right? The tire comes out with the quickness.
Yep, and just, yes. Oh my god, look at this nice combo here from Flaquito. But yes, in fact, Blarlad won the third roast. Nice, and there you go, the V-chip. That's how you deal with those left-right mix-ups. And you can see one of the choices that Blarlad is making here. He's willing to take the hits from various things to get the tire out. It's almost like Capcom kind of decided that's how they wanted to design the character. Oh no, you can't jump from that! You can't jump from that! A lot of the setups that they gave Abigail, like the Abigail punch into the tire, like the I think it's the V trigger 2 into the tire. All of those are actually negative, and like the opponent can punish him. But like I think that's kind of like the intention, like take a hit and then start going crazy with the tire.
And honestly, you got the big boy health to play with. That's the grappler lifestyle. That's what you signed up for. And what's in store right now is Blarlad getting up a game, and Flaquito's got to route this. I've been definitely watching some Rose versus Abigail matches, and they've gone this direction where it's like all it takes is that V trigger and that tire for a good year to happen. Flaquito needs to put a little bit more pressure and approach in the corner.
For sure. Nice whip punish with the sweep. Again, look at this. Flaquito really on point with those whip punishes right now. Didn't get any damage out of that. Okay, this is the mix-up that started everything for Blarlad last time. That's punishable. Oh boy. Here we go.
Give him Oki. See that he just forgoes Oki just to get the B skill out? He's fine with that. He knows it could be a one-touch, but the Miss Cleo from the back door, Flaquito, finally putting around on the board, and it's all about getting that lead. I also feel like so you can play that zone and play nice and easy. Stay away from the danger that is that tire.
Absolutely. Oh, nice! Just interrupts, and actually it looked like caught him out after he had canceled his own armor. It looked like. Yeah, Flaquito's whip punishing with the sweep and with the raw shawl charge has been on point. But look at this, Blarlad wasn't expecting that to hit, so he went for the command throw a little bit too early, but the hit stun was longer than the block stun.
Flaquito knows where to stand. That mid-range around that Fierce is fantastic. Well, these punishes, but here we go. Off the EX, the activation. Big boy damage right here.
Here we go.
Red and ready.
Oh,
it's gonna happen. Oh, lucky boy. Lucky boy.
Go right through the wheel, no problem. And look at this, Flaquito ties it up 1-1.
Dang, getting it done, yo, Flaquito. You lucky boy. That is starting at the right time. He wouldn't have been fine. That time would have hit you. You would have seen a trade combo into a Twitter clip. But that'll do it. We're game to game right here. And again, Flaquito's got to stay at that mid-range game. He can whip punish with the soul arrow. He can deal with it with Fierce and Fireball. That's where he wants the zone. Blarlad's hard for him to get in. He has to take risks like the sweep and things like that. So if Flaquito is down bad for the down back, he can survive those actions, those moments.
Yeah, and that's probably why Blarlad is going with the tire, because, he needs to find a way in, and at least the tire can act like a projectile, right? But, if he has V skill one with just a parry, like, that's not going to help, because you're a full screen away, and that's where Rose wants you to be.
Right, exactly. You just give him the bar. I'll call up in the corner. This is better for Blarlad. A little bit more on the neutral game instead of the sweep and things like that. You reverse to get the distance.
Flaquito was having a little bit of problems there countering the giant flip. Had blocked that like 3 or 4 times in a row. Finally used a V reversal to actually get out of that situation. Here comes Blarlad again. Zoning tried a neutral jump for a little bit more, controlling that space. Flaquito trying to fight his way out.
Woofing that face. Careful now. For Fireball. Flaquito still caught in the corner. Interruption of the run before he can get it done. The EX to pick up the DP. One touch is overhead. Oh, the throw bait. Don't bait. Flaquito.
The classic Rose right there. The throw immune close-up, well, not close-up, but medium kick. In Street Fighter 4, that was the Filipino man special. What? No. That was I'm going to blame error input that just worked out. And Blarlad is just a madman.
You're getting Oki off of that situation, so it might have been a fortunate spin, and the stun is rising again. We already saw that. My man hit him with the same thing, the flip mode, the remix. Damn.
Oh man, is this East Coast action? Because the sun is rising, I should say. Here in the east, in the west, I should say. The Earth is spinning the backwards here.
Yo, Wallace has spinning right here. He can't keep up with that V trigger. One touch to seal it. The fireball again. Can't keep up with it, and that's the end. Yo, Flaquito.
How many times has Flaquito done that now? Just gotten this cross-up fireball situation here, and it's so fast and like, man. and Rose is one of those characters that they buffed really well in this season. You know, before when she activated the mirrors, you just like take the throw. But now if you take the throw and don't quick rise, she gets a full combo off of it. So you got to quick rise back into the mix. And they just did such a smart job. And, you know, talking to Filipino Man recently, you know, he actually believes that Rose is really strong now. So, you know, going to be interesting to see, you know, how Rose plays out for this definitive patch, the definitive edition here of Street Fighter V.
You know, people say definitive, but I feel like there could be some bug fixes and little secrets and things. But as a bigger patch, though, this is a wrap like that. And honestly, you know, after talking with Anton like a couple months ago, like when we were at Capcom Cup, he was just like, yo, why don't people just V-shift? And we didn't see that V-bar being used defensively. And I think that would have set man free to avoid these situations of cross-ups. But then again, you saw Barlat had already popped V-trigger, and Flaquito noticed and put him down.
Yeah, and honestly, that's just one of the things. The V-trigger comeback is such a temptation to hold on to, because you just like, if I get that hit in the V-trigger, party time started. And so a lot of people are scared to use that resource on the V-shift, you know, but it's such a valuable tool. And, you know, of course, Anton's going to say that, right? I mean, he's using a very defensive character here. So, you know, he's going to want to V-shift all day with Rose. But, you know, some of these other characters that rely on that comeback factor with that V-trigger, or even just, you know, party starting with that V-trigger. I mean, Urian, for example, one of those characters that sometimes feel like he doesn't even, the match doesn't even start until he gets that trigger, you know?
You ain't lying. Oh man, we got Matoha versus Luigi. Not Luigi. Boy. Not Luigi too. Becoming part of the Luke Nation. Not Luigi too.
No. Oh man, Luigi has joined the Luke world. Oh my goodness.
You know, I'll be real, because I'll probably get, you know, in trouble for this one. But Luke does have a few problems. You know, more of the issue is it's just like his hitbox, hurtbox, and the pushback and things like that will make him so strong, the jab and things like that. But he does have ranges where he's not the most optimal, like outside the 4 fears. He kind of be whiffing and things like that. So if you don't know how to play this character at a high level, it could be dangerous. You see how much work he's put in. Right now, he's getting some damage done on Matoha.
Oh, what a whiff punish. And that's the thing about, you know, Luke, is the forward movement on a lot of his normals just make it so that his whiff punish ability is so strong. He is a scary character to deal with the neutral. And look at this Luigi. I mean, I guess, are we gonna have to call him a Luigi now from, you know, at this point? Because, you know, he's going with this Luke over here. And this character, you know, we talked about this, and, you know, he is one of the characters that a lot of people have critiqued the definitive patch over, you know, that they feel like he wasn't nerfed enough. I mean, this character just dishes out damage like crazy.
Yeah, it makes a good player very good, but at the same time, you gotta know how to play this character at a high level. When we get up to this stage, we have seen Luke fall and not, you know, conquer every single Wednesday night fight, especially recently. After a patch like that, but Luigi is a man of fireballs. He's got a plan. He's been playing Guile, and I also think people are saying, "Yo, is he done with Guile?" Maybe not, right? If this goes a bad way, he might have something different. But Guile versus Boxer, maybe not the best match you want to play it like that. So having a secondary, not a bad idea. Matoha does have the lead right here in Hell.
I mean, maybe Luigi isn't, you know, he's just following, you know, Gaia Lord and Savior Daigo, right? You know, just, you know, abandoning the Guile and going to Luke.
But Matoha fears no Luke. Look at that, the walk up, the throw to do it, put him down to the ground. Matoha Also just kept him out those Luke favorable ranges and things like that. Didn't let Luke things happen to him. And now we get the corner position.
Confirm here for Matooha. Tried to go for a shimmy, but actually just gets the counter hit instead. And now back to this control. Yep, watch your legs. And now the throw. So Matooha looking really strong here, but one single crouch medium kick confirmed for Luigi puts Luke right back into the center of the screen.
Still good. Uh-oh. Yeah, -4. Ain't a meme off the EX. Chaser puts the shoulders on him, dust him off a bit. Now you don't want to be a caught in this corner. That's why you see the V reversal with the throw though. Luigi blocks it out, dash up, V-shift.
That V-shift, yeah. And you know what? I think it was at Wednesday Night Fights recently, or just one event where Matooha had a beautiful V-shift to defeat a Rashid player. Oh no! And not a good punish at all from Matooha. So you know what? Both players giving the other person a chance. And honestly, you know, that's probably how the round should have ended had Luigi just landed his combo. So, you know, I feel like karma just kind of like was like, nah, you were supposed to win. So
yeah, just gave it to him in the end. He's like, yeah, here you go. You deserve this. Let me put it back, you know. Right the timeline, you know, Dr. Strange didn't see all of them. He was like, this is the right one. But Luigi, you know, you do see the hit confirms and things like that. The fireball play is pretty damn good. Matooha just making a few mistakes. The -4s are what's putting him at a disadvantage. And honestly, that is more of a problem right now than Luke being on the screen. It's a -4 situation. If Matooha can space it out a little bit better, he'll be staying a little bit stronger, and a little more sturdy with it.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing, right? If you are fighting against a boxer player, you have to know what the spacing of that jab dash punch is. And you either want to be outside of it so you can whip punish him, or inside of it so that you can punish it on block. And that's basically the entire game of fighting Balrog in neutral, is finding those. If you just stay in the range where the light jab dash punch is safe, you are killing yourself, you know? And that's the whole idea right there. You've got to make sure you are occupying all the spaces except that. So walking back and forth a lot, and Luigi is not out. Never mind, he's out.
As soon as he woke up from the sleep.
I was about to say, with the kind of damage that Luke can output, it was definitely not over, but just walked into a dash punch, blocked with his face.
Wrong kind of toothpaste. EX low, clips him, gets the target combo. This is Oki time. The tech though for Matooha. Want to go for that, but that's data for Luigi. And the whip punish. Again, if you extend, you're going to get in. That is just, you're giving him these pain points to crush, to pick up the B skill. No Oki. I would like Matooha to leave the corner because it's not where you want to be.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, gonna get the confirm into the target combo. Going for the throw, saving all that meter. Hasn't spent a single bar yet. And there we go. The reversal overhead, and he is gonna go into the next round with 3 full bars here. So he's got plenty of toys to play with now.
I'm almost said I can have 2. I'm almost said I can have the most expensive fireball. Definitely the best in this game. Full screen, can't react like that. You get a lucky jump in. It could be the game. That's hard to call out.
He's the kid growing up in school that had all the toys. Is that what it is? And everybody would go to his house to go play with all of the new tech and stuff. He's the guy with all the new consoles, right? He's the guy with the PS5 right now.
Hey, how does parents find that? Man, I'd be so mad. Look over that kid's house. Can I be your stepbrother? Come on.
2 meters spent. Luigi now just needs to get one good hit in here to be able to take this 2-0, but he's gonna again block with his face and all the way to the corner now. What does Matooha do? Yep, keep it safe. Again,
solid. That's been the season. Attack! Oh, attack! You really attack! Oh, this man's gonna DP. He'll jump in. Not for free to trade. Matooha, you gotta stay alive. Drive my brother. The cash up throw, Matooha. Hey, yo, you risky. You risky, brother.
The bravery of dashing in there and getting the throw, reading that Luigi was playing a little bit defensive there. But you know what? There's been a couple of times already where Luigi has walked into the dash punch, and Matooha was at the dash punch range. And with the opponent in the corner, see, that's what I was saying. You got to walk outside or inside that dash punch range. But when you're in the corner, you can't walk back. And so you're scared of that jab dash punch. And so Matooha said, you know what? He's going to be scared. He's blocking. Time for me to dash it and get the throw.
The mental stack. Up off the low. The throw. Nice challenge. And again, we see Luigi. Like, I like the fact that he's using the fireballs to interrupt the V skill, because that's gonna be a big pain point for the damage. It's been nerfed this season, but don't get twisted. It's ignorant. It's still ignorant. Oh no, upper?
Yeah.
Like that? What the what?
Luke is still obviously a very strong character, despite like the life nerf and the stun nerf and stuff like that. I don't know why he had over 1,000 in the first place. That was pro tag power right there. You and I are all. You and I are familiar with the pro tag power, right?
Oh yeah, we are. You definitely are blessed, and so is that DP as it puts Matoa to rest for this round. Only one more to go down. Once again, Luigi, when he keeps solid and Matoa puts himself in these bad ranges, it's Luigi taking advantage of these situations, and that's what I'm talking about. Easy bake oven whip punish, but if you give him that, it's your own fault.
Luigi right now is trying to stay inside the range of that light dash punch, and you see right there backed off and then come back forward for another throw. Luigi trying to add the throws into his game here. Nice backwards, like a reversed shimmy basically.
Reverse shimmy.
Yeah, I mean, he was the one that was in the situation where he was minus, but he walked back out of Mataoha's range. Go towards the corner.
And them shots rock. Luigi trying to find that hit. They can pay for it. The pack though, after the tap. Hey yo, you didn't read the patch though? I'm not even patched.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, I gotta get myself safe. Oh no, what? He was walking backwards. He must have hit a, no, he didn't hit a button. There was no counter hit. He must have just walked forward like that microsecond and got hit by that.
Unfortunate. I'm not sure the recovery on that. Maybe there's a little more recovery after the V trigger, but check later. But right now, final game, final round. Luigi, Matoa going to the limit. Luigi with the new pick. Had to put the guy to the benches for a second to find a new matchup. But overall, though, Matoa, if he can stay solid with it and not fall down to the mistakes, it's going to be either him getting the win.
Able to block in time on that V trigger activation. Very fortunate. All right. Okay, gonna get the DP. I mean, honestly, Mataoha has not been jumping a lot, but he was trying to predict the fireball there. And remember, that V trigger meter is not going anywhere right now. It just stays in place. He's got to keep getting hit like this. Yep. There we go. Spent a big chunk of it now. Oh, here we go. All right. One hit in the super.
No punish though. Yeah, you're right, James. Nothing behind it. The neutral jump didn't get the hit. How? He recovered in time. Off the low. That'll do it though, Mata. Taking down Luigi, DB.
One. How did Luigi have the reaction to hit jumping medium kick for the cross up? Two, how did Mataoha know that it was gonna make it under and he blocked the right way? That was insane. And I think that situation was so crazy that that's what caused, like, Luigi was probably like, what the, gather myself.
What?
Exactly, and that was the reason why he wasn't blocking low. He wasn't watching the ankles afterwards, because he was like, whoa, that was crazy, back off, try to reset the situation. And Mataoha came in there with the low, got the hit, and had plenty of trigger left to take it. Nicely done to Mataoha, telling Luigi, go back to that G, go back to the guile. Drop that, Luke.
Yeah, I think, obviously the viewers, Luke, all that stuff like that. But at the same time, Luke, you can tell that was a pretty fresh Luke, but had the right ideas. But then again, Matoa, the matches that I felt like he lost were of his own volition, right? Where he didn't space up the dash punches, so when he kept it solid and safe, was able to find it. That's the fantastic boxer play to stay in stay solid in a scramble situation. Someone like Matoa who puts or has like a jug of mustard with him, like that's an unusual person right there. So he's ready for any unusual circumstances. Y'all don't know this. Y'all should go to Mataoha, follow him on Twitter, by the way. He has a jug of mustard by his computer. That's wild to me. I've never seen someone have a jug of mustard. That's crazy.
Mustard? Just mustard?
Yeah. It's a jug of mustard.
Okay, look. He doesn't like drink the mustard, right?
He a boxer player, so I don't know. That's honestly, if that's how y'all get y'all power ups, that's how you get the overheads going and flowing. That's cool. Also, y'all should flow on over to the match reel, !mark match reel in the chat, just like that. Y'all be able to dump in the codes and some love. Listen, give some, dollars out to this beautiful tournament right here that they've been putting on week after week. Giving love to the players out here and give them something more to play for. All right, so hit up the match arena. It's not liquidy to drink to a straw. Somehow I don't believe that. I just don't believe that, Mato, huh? Also, why are you watching this? You should be studying next match.
It doesn't matter, right? You just have the jug, you have a spoon, you just like scoop in there and just be like, and just get that mouthful of mustard. Look, I know people who love mustard. I'm not that big on mustard, although I love me some honey mustard, and I do love horseradish. So I like that flavor. So but I don't know, a jug of mustard next to the computer. So I mean, you know what? I mean, it might be his lucky charm, right? Because it helps him muster up some strength, right? I mean, that's how you do it. Right?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Probably gonna use that one that much because we don't get much of a mustard talk. But that's not a bad condiment. I'll be that's not a bad condiment. I do like horseradish. That's better. And Dijon is better than mustard. Well, if you had like Dijon by you, Mato, we wouldn't be talking about this. We wouldn't be roasting y'all at this West Coast roast. But whatever it takes to be a top level ball rock player.
See, I think at least with you, Cola, that I can make Grey Poupon, but of course references. But like, I don't think the young kids don't know about the Grey Poupon, dude.
Oh no, they don't. They didn't see those commercials. They don't understand like some Grey Poupon. They don't know what that is. They're like, Grey Poupon, is that like a TikToker? Y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea. That was some of the best condiment y'all could ever have. Y'all missed out on some good stuff. But you ain't gonna miss out on some good Street Fighter 5, I'll tell you that right now. We have just only got done with 2 matches, and we've got more coming up along the way. So, we're gonna a little slight delay, obviously, as they get in the match like that. I want y'all to tweet out, let people know what's going on. Again, this is like the top level action on Wednesday night. I know that we got a lot of things going on, but we appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, and again, make sure you follow these guys here as well. As we mentioned, every other week they've been running this, and shout outs to them for bringing us on to do this commentary for this invitational here. Again, during these the pandemic time, a lot of people setting up these kind of weekly events, and it's really cool to see. And as you can see, bi-weekly online Ranbat, they've been going for 18 sessions, which means 36 weeks. They haven't even been running for a full year here, but the quality and the level of players that they have showing up here and duking it out every other week is amazing. And speaking of, it looks like do we have another Luke here? Ah yes, XSK Samurai, aka Mikey, aka Vicious number 2, going up against Anthony. And, I'm going to say this, Anthony is probably the player out of the 9 here that I am least personally familiar with. The guys are telling me, he's from NorCal, and they said that he's got a very, very calculated Ken. I say that as he does the wake up uppercut.
I mean, you're right. Actually, I watched him in Wednesday Night Fights. He was cleaning dogs up left and right. It was good night with the throw. You're going up against Samurai. Yo, I don't care what your screen say, bro. It's Samurai to me. Mikey went the first one. I know people are probably upset that he went the Akuma. But like I said, if I'm going to watch a Luke player, I'm going to watch either Chris CCH or I'm going to watch Samurai. I'm going to be on the real stuff with you. The way that he has that his confidence in his play that you saw with Akuma, it's here with this one.
Yeah, confidence is the exact word that I always think of when I think of XSK Samurai, because at the start of the round, I don't know if you saw, he just walked right up to Anthony. He was like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk right up to you, and then just like attack. And there was another point in time where, oh my gosh, he was gonna punish him. I don't know if that EX Tatsu was on purpose. Was he trying to punish something that he just messed up on? I didn't see the context of where that EX Tatsu came from. But Samurai, again, he is one of the most solid players from an era of really strong. Dude, I'm gonna stop talking here. Every time I say
commentator cursing out here.
Commentators cursing everybody. Samurai is so solid as he's getting beat up here by Anthony. And again,
go on about the old school.
No. I was just about to say, he was XSK Samurai. He was looking for sponsors, and so he dropped the XSK because it sounded like he was sponsored. A lot of players would do that, right? Have the letters in front, so he was just Samurai. Interesting, it seems more like maybe he's embracing the XSK part right now, as opposed to the Samurai part.
little bit different with it. I guess I'm gonna have to give him a little bit of credit, you know, go back to basics, to business with the Luke, trying to fight out this corner. But Anthony, he does have some calculated play. Big jump situation on someone like Mikey. You gonna jump on someone like Mikey and there's no DP from this man? Use the activation though. Could come back like that. Careful.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, and he's sitting on a ton of meter here. And now he's got the V skill charged up as well. If he gets one hit, he's going to be able to drain him down to about equal life. That's the scary thing about Luke, right? Slowly building up that V trigger back up. He doesn't want to spend it, doesn't want to lose that V trigger, so he has... Oh, here we go!
Wow.
Confirm? No, he's going to save it. He wants to save it so that the super cancel will kill.
Oh no, one touch of ceiling, jumping medium, kicking the TV. Mikey, you madman.
He likes it. He likes it. There's another old man reference right there for you. A lot of people.
They don't know. I called it immediately.
This is why I like commentating with you, Cola, because you know what I'm talking about here.
He likes it.
Dude, that is the XSK Samurai life, man. That is the life. He likes it, dude.
He liking the fact that he don't melt after 2 combos with the Kuma. He liking the fact that he got full screen fireballs and the fact that he can pump out the damage. Obviously, there's still things that need to be better. Obviously, not throwing out crouch fierce. That's hella minus on block, as you see there with the punish. But someone like him using it as a Shoto legend, like, it only makes sense for him to go to this character. Like, it only makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. And look at this. The footsies, and again, that confidence from Samurai. But look at that whiff punish from Anthony on the whiff crouching medium kick. That was really nicely timed because, again, those are, like, they're hard to react with. There's a lot of anticipation and prediction on those whiff punishes.
Yeah, the range on
Kurg in the chat knows. He knows.
Yeah, there we go. There you go. So I know you part of the old boy community. Let's go. All right, let them shots rock. Didn't get no hits though. Great life on the side of Anthony. That means you can melt if you get hit. XSK got a lot of bar at play. He can hit. He's looking for that crouch medium kick every so often. Anthony backing up a bit, trying to put the zoning.
He's still also got the full meter as well, which is a scary fight. He doesn't have the trigger activated. Here we go. Gets the juggle. Nice. And now Anthony just needs one more hit. That gets him. Wasn't the shimmy, but the delayed button from XSK right there. He was trying to see if he could attack Anthony as Anthony was going for the shimmy, but the timing that Anthony had caught him with the counter hit and took it.
He keeps trying to bait on a DP, but he got one of those. Not on hit for free. You gotta pay for the second and third. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, puts him in the corner, but we are gonna get out of there. Man's aware to get the conversion. The EX Tatsu back to mid screen. A lot of big distance with it. Anthony, you still see that zoning play right from him. Like, he's not too bad with it. And XSK, it's so hard to say that. No DP.
Samurai is easier.
Samurai. Bro, I'm sorry. You might have to go back to Samurai, dog. For the sake of commentators, you might have to be Samurai. I'm sure you changed your name, but you won't change it back.
Oh, man. Oh, okay, nice. Here we go. Gets that damage, and now keeping himself safe with that fireball. Had to spend it there. Still has a little bit of trigger left. And Anthony does not have the massive resources to spend here for damage. He does have a little bit of that trigger left, so he's got to get the hit out now. No. And that's the thing. So Anthony was definitely playing a little more aggressive because he saw his trigger was running out. As soon as it ran out, his combo routes without the meter weren't going to be huge amount of damage. So he was hoping to get that hit before the trigger ran out so he could get the good damage.
That's good awareness from Samurai to be like, yo, I know what you want. Like, looking at the other person's resources is a big tell in what they want to do. And that is why he gets getting smoked. Unfortunately, commentators curse. This is definitely the worst. He wasted a bar for nothing. Didn't get the conversion. My man, I was sitting here talking about how XSK was so smart with it. Mikey so intelligent, whiffing and getting hit up in the corner. This is where Anthony wants you. Ken has some of the best corner play in the business. Knows how to put you there and keep you there and put on the damage with it. Gotta find a way out.
Right. Yeah, now Samurai here gets the DP. Counter hit, but no single hit confirmed from Anthony. One of the hardest things to do in this game, that single hit confirmed, but as well as with punishing. So here we go, Mikey. And again, you can see the way that he plays Luke. He very rarely spends EX meter until he gets these guaranteed hits. So there's one EX bar right there. Just needs one more hit. No, actually, I lied. He needs one more touch.
Oh, recovered in time to save final the heavy
Oh,
kick.
you might be
Anthony
dead.
Mount came back. You're gonna wake up EXTP? No, man's blocked it up with the jab. That long range jab comes into play. The bounty soft touch off the crouching light. I can't
And
believe
so,
that did the duty.
and so you remember, you know, like I said, there was that one time where Anthony did the shimmy and Samurai did try to push a button, and then Anthony got the counter hit to take the round. That was a very late button push from Samurai. And what you started seeing, that was the second time that I saw Samurai do that, where when he went for the shimmy, Samurai hit the button much faster. He was reacting to the shimmy walk back a lot quicker. And like I said, that first time he was slow enough that Anthony got the counter hit. But that time, Samurai made the adjustment, said, okay, you're going to shimmy a lot. I'm going to hit the button sooner and interrupt you instead. That was a nice, training yourself for that reaction. Again, the expectation, the anticipation, making the reaction better, stealing your turn when the opponent goes for the shimmy like that. And that's what's going to get Samurai the victory, and he's going to move on in the bracket.
Yeah, I gotta give credit to. We can dunk on Luke players all day, and I'll dunk on you too, Mikey, because you definitely be feeling different with this Luke. He's been really wild on Twitter lately. He's been feeling a little bit different ever since he started playing Luke. I don't know if it's a character or what, but I will tell you that being able to, you have these strong tools, and you have to be able to use them right, to be at a top level. That's why Luke is a threat, but like, what's threatening about him is when the tools are used really correctly. And having that jab with that range, knowing that it can combat like that, to catch a shimmy off the target combo medium kick, the lion breaker from Ken, to know it's gonna have that distance too, is something well labbed by Mikey. Like, that's not, oh yeah, I'm just gonna mash jab in all these situations as soon as or just time it differently, whatever. He knew it was gonna reach at that area, and now puts Anthony down. Mikey moving on. We're moving on to some more action. JB coming up to the bat, aka the Hamburglar. The Hamburglar. You're gonna see why. And honestly, Rashid's still good this season. Like, I went to Gachakun's stream recently, and I was like, "Are you still playing Rashid?" He's like, "I still think the character's strong." Like Gachakun said, he wanted to see more about the character and play more.
Yeah.
But from what I've witnessed on his stream and what he's practiced with Daigo and other players, like, he still thinks the character's good. And I kind of agree. I think Rashid he's still good. He's still good.
And again, that's the thing. Like, obviously, Urian is probably one of the main ones that people have gripes about. They're probably the loudest gripes and considered the loser of the patch. But honestly, outside of Urian, like I said, I feel like they've done a good job with a lot of the nerfing for some of the stronger characters. Again, if you are a player of a top tier character, you're blessed. I mean, that's the thing. JB and JB too. Like, I mean, Ultra David told me the story. I think it was a Canada Cup or something, that he was sitting next to JB and they were watching a Rashid player, and Rashid was doing all this stuff, and JB was spending the whole time going, "Man, this character's so cheap. This character's broken." So look, JB knows as much as anybody else that Rashid probably deserves some nerfs. So again, that's not going to affect a player like JB then. So he's going to be like, okay, he's nerfed probably now where he's supposed to be. So I will be able to, adjust to that. He understands it.
Right.
That's just one of those things. If you're a top tier player, you got to know it's coming. You just got to hope that they don't, version number 2 Arakune the character, basically.
Wow,
kind of a thing.
That's a deep reference right there. That's a deep one.
So
oh my god.
And like I said, outside of Urian, I feel like they did a really good job with this patch. I feel like they did not overdo it. I'm still not convinced, like you said, that Urian nerfs were overdone, honestly. So
I mean, it's for some people that maybe play Third Strike, it kind of makes sense to see him like that, since he didn't really have a real reversal in that game. I did not remember that for years, and I was like, wait a minute, you guys are right. Maybe he's weaker. Even the top Urian players, besides a few, are a little bit less hesitant to drop him. They're going to use other characters for other matchups and things like that. But I do think that the patch overall is really good, and Rashid having a slower reversal doesn't really hurt as much Urian, or as it does Urian, because Rashid has a 3 frame, so you still have to respect his wake most of the time, right? And the EXDP is slower, and it's still a real DP. And there are characters that don't always have the best time in trying to deal with that DP. There's characters that you can't there have situations where she can wake up instantly. There's some matches they can use that in. And overall, his neutral still fantastic. Let's go over and talk about the fact that Jot is a Luke player too.
Wait, what?
Nah, Jot's a many characters, right? We saw the Monat, we saw the Vega, the Luke.
I was just about to say. I was just about to say, I think Filipino Man announced that Jot was going to be one of the players in the, in the West Coast versus Midwest, and I was like, yeah, and get that Manat out here, and now it's Luke. Oh man, dude, you're gonna have to fight like 7 Lukes, dude. I mean, I know there's only 5 players in this exhibition that's gonna keep coming up, but
there's gonna be 7 Luke.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like you're fighting. Like, I think for some of these players, Luke is gonna be their main and their secondary.
Might have to see some Luke on Luke action. Might be some mirror matches. Right now, Jot's Luke is really good. I'm gonna be real with you. Jot's Luke, and he only used a couple of buttons to get in to get that win. It was all about stuffing the approach, JB and the Rashid. Just consistently using crouching light, the medium punch. It's on JB to stop this stuff, and he's definitely had some practice. He's fought Chrissy CH, so I'm sure he's got a game plan. He's maybe taking it back to the fact that Jot won this character.
Yeah, but one of the beautiful things, you were pointing out, stopping the approach, having this really good footsies, strong footsies here, that comes from a lot of Manat play. Like, Manat footsie has to be precise and very, very spacing heavy. And you can kind of see it in the way that Jot's playing right now, the way that he's playing Luke. He's got the activation. So JB's looking good so far, but again, we know the kind of damage Jot can dish out. No! Too far away for the tornado to combo after the overhead. Nice check with the low crouching light punch. Oh no, that's it! Into the super!
The drop! Luke players are clipping this immediately, expeditiously, and sending it over to Capcom saying, listen, my character needs help. He needs buffs. Please, Capcom. Honestly, I think they should buff his CA and then nerf a few other things for him, but that's okay. That's whatever. Anyway, it's a match like that. The challenge. Like the mid-screen.
Let him have a weakness, man. Let him have a weakness.
This could have other things on him, to be honest.
Yeah, but honestly, it was a situation right there where, yeah, for sure, that might have been a little bit of character unfamiliarity causing that to happen. So, nice. Gets a throw in here. Now JB is all in. Look at this. Almost a stun. Tries to go for the throw. Oh, boy, that standing medium kick. Doesn't look like it has a lot of range, but it's that pivot on the front foot.
I see a little more in store for JP. He's got the activation on the deck. The B shift just preemptively. Nothing coming from it. Crouching kick, no conversion just yet. Needs to seal it. Don't let Jot stay alive. Not max range. Always got B trigger on the deck. A walk up back throw. There you go, JP.
The surprise jab check into instant throw right there catches so many people off guard. It's so natural for players that when they get jab checked, they go, oh, and then just kind of default to holding down back. And so a lot of players know when they do that jab check to go after the throw. And that's what JB did at the end there and got that first game.
Good stuff to JB. He almost took that style that Jot's playing with, the jabs and things like that. But the thing is with JB's character, with Rashid, the fact you get that corner carry damn near for free, even on block, it's just you don't have the damage that Luke can pump out. And if Jot changes up the challenges and the rhythm and rhyme of the button presses, you might be feeling a little depressed. Oh, God dang. This
is the indication of how strong of a character Luke is. When he's fighting Rashid and you're talking about the character can't do as much damage and Luke is the one with the good corner carry. I mean, that just tells you how strong he is. I mean, those are like premier strengths of Rashid, but you're right. I mean, it's absolutely true. Luke is so strong and good at all of these things. And Jot right now has given JB a couple of free jump-ins already. He's walking backwards, so he's scared to bust out the DP as quickly. But he can't let JB get those free jump-ins like that, because those are damage situations and corner pressure situations that he would be able to maintain.
That's true. The crouch fierce coming through the V skill. JB definitely showing that he knows the matchup like that. I definitely feel like JB, after losing to Chrissy CH, he's been stunning this matchup. This one feels personal. Sorry, John, it's not about you, bro. It's not about you. This ain't about you, bro. If I see a Luke player, I just see red. I gotta put you dead. JB on set point.
All right. Jot got a ton of meters, so he's gonna go and spend one of the bars to get the corner and the damage. And yet, here we go, pressure situation. JB trying to find his way out of there. Yep, plus frames on the fully charged.
Let's get out of there, but he's aware. Jot, fantastic punish. It can't leave for free, gotta pay the toll. Off the medium kick though, and this has been a buff B trigger. Look how long that twister stays out. It's like there for like a movie and a sequel. Damn.
It's the box set, man. You get both first part and the second. Hit him out of the air, so that's gonna let him have the punish. Oh, JB didn't think. Yeah, JB didn't think that was gonna come in, and then he gets the shimmy shot with the shimmy to finish it off there. Because again, with so little life left, you can't take the throw anymore because it's gonna kill. Jot still alive in here.
Fighting back like that. I feel like if JB needs to commit, you can definitely do it. I feel like in some of these situations, especially Street Fighter 5, you commit. It's definitely a game about commitment. Sometimes you just hope that you get that second button in to get that win. And right now we're gonna see a punish situation and a side switch with it. Put him in a quarter position. And this is bad right here. Jot don't want to be able to call up in the corner. You see the activation. Don't go full screen from him.
Yeah, Jot has definitely had a couple of very questionable single hit confirms into the EXDP. It has happened on block a lot, and that has given JB a lot of opportunities. It's a lot of these little things like that and letting JB jump in on him, and they're gonna hold Jot back a little bit here. Oh boy.
That was a little bit of a hamburger right there. That was like a mini Mac like that. Damn. Was it only a one-touch situation?
Nice block. Oh my god. Ooh. Back throw. And he's got the meter for the super, but that
the shimmy.
You beat the shimmy. The wake up crouching medium kick from JB.
I love this game. I'm gonna be real with you. I love things like that. Little things like that. When people say, how do I calm the chaos in Street Fighter 5? How do I survive when I'm caught up in the corner? It's over. It's not a wrap like that, people. You look at little options like this when the top players do things. They look at what their players or the other person's doing, the ops is doing, and they say, oh, you trying to shimmy with that? Crouching medium kick to catch the walk back like that. You see that from a lot of characters that have the range. Karen players a lot. You'll see Luke players probably do it a lot too. Zeku players on the got good feet trigger. Things like that will help you stay and put yourself in defense into offense. And those little things allow him to stay solid because he could have got looped, but he didn't. He stayed alive and survived.
And that's the important part, you know, what you're talking about here, knowing what the options are. And that's why whenever I try to teach Street Fighter 5, I talk about that RPS, that throw, shimmy, buttons, RPS. That's the offensive options. And when the opponent has it running, if you don't understand that mix-up, yeah, you will get overrun by the opponent because you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It feels very Street Fighter 4 Vortex-y. But if you understand what the counter to all those options are, I have turned literal rounds around where I am losing, but I predict one shimmy, wake up with a crouch medium kick into V trigger, and then everything turns around. If you understand the options, and that's what kind of one of the nice things about Street Fighter 5, you can't do as much damage from the defense as the offensive player, but the shimmy read is one of those situations where you can get the big damage. And understanding your options to fight the Street Fighter 5 RPS will make you much calmer when they are starting to exact that stuff on you. So very, very important. Great illustration of that from JB.
Yeah, we want seeing someone illustrate they fist the face out here as we get with a match like that. I'm trying to see a beautiful painting, some critical arts. It'd be critical for y'all to, again, go to match reel, excellent smart match reel like that. Yo, Flaquito, hold up now. Are you really pulling out Sagato? Let's go. The King. King Kings, let's go.
Yeah, this is a character who, you know, the Sagat players have all been very sad about for a very long time, but, you know, patch by patch, he has just been getting a lot of the little bits of things that, you know, quality of life changes, no more DPs whiffing on, you know, the auto corrects and stuff like that. And I know players like Zaffarino are really happy right now. So, and he's been killing it with this character. But Chris DCH is still using Luke. So.
Yeah, he's killing this character right now. Honestly, if I'm being real though, I've seen a lot of Sagat players say that this is not the worst matchup on paper. This is pretty good for Sagat. Medium kicks, hitting light punch, fireballs, can outzone this character, but it's like a perfect day sort of thing. And if you lose that lead, You might be losing your health. Cross community kick into the EX connects. Oh my God, Chris CCH sapping away this man's health, and that medium push doing a lot of annoyance.
Oh, look at that V-shift again out of there. You know, maybe a little bit of that influence from the Filipino man. Just use that a little bit more. I mean, if you're wrong, you get a backdash and you're out of that situation. You know, it's like, you know, obviously you don't get half of that bar back, but still, you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm out of here. And look at that kind of position that it put Chris CCH in, back to the range where, you know, the Sandblaster can hit again, still at max range. And Chris CCH running through Flaquito in game number 1.
I will say we don't see like the zoning play, you know, that you typically see. I think Flaquito's more about, you know, running the normals and things like that. I don't think that's something you can always do against strong top level competitors. You have to have a good fireball play. And I think Flaquito has had that with Rose, but I haven't seen it with Sagat so far. But it has been a bit since I've seen the Sagat, so you prove me wrong real quick with this. So let's see, low shots, a lot of shots, like a bartender, but Chris staying sober. That's a young man, he can't drink. He can't drink.
The one time Flaquito, he threw 4 tigers and then finally dashed forward, and Chris CCH threw out the fireball right there to interrupt it. And it was just like the one time Flaquito decided to try to be offensive. Chris CCH had the check already.
That's an old man dash right there. You cannot go too fast with that. That takes a while. That man is scoop stepping with the walker, the crush though. This is real bad. Chris CCH getting these big leads. It's not what Sagat would like to have. When it's the reverse, Sagat, you know, leading health, he's a pain in the ass to deal with. But on the reverse, he doesn't really have that Street Fighter 5 sort of element with him. Oh, nice challenge. You want those over 3, yes sir.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yep, towards the corner, and now, oh, you might be dead. Oh no. Well, dude does so much damage. Why does he do so much? Wake up, throw. Okay.
Here we go. EXTP though. Yo, yeah, Chris CCH.
Fighting the plus frame. Nice! And he's gonna be able to get the confirm from max distance of that standing heavy kick. What a reaction. As soon as he activated that, he's like, Luke is throwing a fireball. And he jumped and got the punish. Nicely done.
It's damn near impossible to read or react to these fireballs, so you have to get predictive with it. But if you do get a jump in, there is recovery on those fireballs. So that's when it's your time to shine right here. Flaquito able to stick around another round. Nice cross-up situation. Into the DP, puts him in the corner, mini fireball.
Now he has the corner position here. Yep, that's minus frames. So he just took his turn as he should. So now back to the middle of the screen here. Got the V skill charged up. It was too far away. And nice whiff punish right there by Chris CCH.
Have to have the right space and place for it. And rushing up the EX fireball. I like that, cutting through the fireball shots of Chris CCH. We'll back it up a bit, but you can't outzone this character. I'd like to see you stay mid-range with it, because you cannot outzone man like Chris CCH until the fireballs are out.
Yeah, it's gotta be frustrating as a Sagat player. You're like, I want to zone with my projectiles. Then here comes Luke, and he's like, I can just hit across the screen, you know, almost instantaneously. And you're like, really? Capcom,
like, really? It's supposed to be my thing.
No.
It'll be his round though. One touch in the meeting, no vegan to seal it. Chris CCH. He did that quick. I don't know if his mom was calling him or something. He said, I got to get this done. Dinner's on the table. And right now is Flaquito that is being cooked in that match like that. I would like to see the Rose though. I'm going to be real.
I wanted to see how that Rose would handle the Luke, but you know, obviously with the Sandblaster reaching full screen might be a problem. But actually no, because Filipino man, I could have sworn he said that he feels like Rose can actually handle Luke, like he can actually fight Luke a little bit. So not sure why Flaquito went with that choice, but you know, obviously these guys are all very good friends. Chris CCH, Filipino man, Flaquito were in the, you know, West Coast video calling out the Midwest over here. Now, I'm not trying to get into this whole, you know, back and forth with you. I'm actually really curious, though, from your perspective, Cola, who would you put on the Midwest team? Because we don't have who's on the team just yet, right? That has not, like Rob TV has not announced who's on there. Like, for me, it's like Rob TV, Joey, like those guys I feel like are like guaranteed picks, but who else would you put on there?
I put Jessica on there, to be honest. I'd also put Dual Kevin and Peace cleaned up. I would also put Magnegro on there, especially too, as well. Like that dude's got some of the best neutral in the business. We've got a few other competitors out here that you know, I would even say if Ramsey like studies and stays solid hard enough, like he could do. He's been placing top eights in LBCs quite a bit, and he also actually made top 8 at a CPT a long time ago. He just had to leave. So I was like, dang, we got a lot of competitors. Sometimes they just don't, they're not as consistent or whatever when it comes to it. But like, you put enough competition in them, they'll get the win. We're gonna see what happens in the end later on at Combo Breaker. Mid best maybe coming through, but I'm gonna stop right there. We're gonna start the match like that. Mikey, I almost said Samurai, I almost said XSK, I almost say Mikey versus JB. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, just think of it like there's just there's special K, and we've also got XSK, right? We've got a lot of K here, so that's XSK. That's how you say that makes it easier to say. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of a classic matchup here. I feel like these two have, obviously these two have been on a lot of Street Fighter League against each other. Ever since JB moved out here from the NLBC New York area, he's been a staple at Wednesday Night Fights. Look at this cross under for XSK. And so these two now going at it, and I feel like these two have fought each other quite a few times. So we're very familiar with each other.
What if they met each other in Wednesday Night Fights? I'm not 100% sure if JB has met, Samurai in the tournament bracket. I'm sure they've made sure they're ranked. I'm sure Samurai had been playing a lot of the Luke, throughout rank and things like that. I know he was kind of, I wouldn't say at character crisis, but trying out different characters before Luke dropped. So I'm sure they played. Now the Luke is on the deck, but we talked about this. JB has already fought a million Lukes in Wednesday Night Fights. He's fought Chrissy Skate. He's got a game plan. He's got one.
Yeah, for sure. But of course, XSK is the way that he plays. He's a different kind of beast, right? Oh, he tried the cross cut. Didn't get it.
The burglar.
Beautiful. There it is.
Eat him up.
Is that officially the Robble right there?
That's the Robble, baby. Let the Robble rock. Oh, you see that clip too? Put that on Twitter. My man said, I'm trying to burglarize you. Anti right there though. Samurai with the anti-good challenge on the B skill. He did it for free. Gotta land that hit.
Oh yeah, a bad confirm right there, and that was because JB crouched at the very last second. XSK was trying to confirm off of standing opponent. Got a little too hopeful there. There's that target combo, but again, hey, 2 frames slower, doesn't matter. Still able to work as a wake up EX.
Yeah, it's still good. Like Paul, in a similar sort of way. If you're not meaty with it, you might get got. Wakes up with the 3 frames. I like this. The throw to the corner push, but the full shots let him rock. This is unfortunate. Anybody's game. Yo, JB, burglarize him. I want to see it. Oh, God! Oh, no. Yo, JB with the super! No damn way! No shot he did that.
I can't. Dude, JB, I felt like he was close enough to maybe get a combo into super, but he didn't do the combo into the super, and that gave XSK the chance for that comeback and for the YOLO super right there to take it.
I'll give people a little bit of introspective from people in a different team. Singapore does think that Rashid can fight Luke, and it's because of the V reversal during those shots. You saw the punish right there. So if JB was a little bit more aware, he could have got a little bit more, but that, whoo-wee. Yo, Samurai feeling different. I told y'all Samurai feeling different out here. Samurai feeling real different.
It's really interesting because, I talk about Samurai. He was one of the strongest in Street Fighter 4 for the longest time. Used to be SenCal, now NorCal. And, one of the things is he had a very old school Alex Valle kind of, heart kind of player style, and he still maintains that here in Street Fighter 5. So he's willing to go for those kind of crazy Hail Marys and such, because that's a very old school mentality. And, it's awesome to see a player like him still that way. But JB, part of the new school crew, says, you know what? Nah, old school style does not work here in Street Fighter 5. You've got to adapt, old man. And so here we go. JB taking game number 1.
The future is now, old man. I will say that the JB does remind me of how people used to play back in the day with just the, I wouldn't say random, but just like those heartfelt moves. Like, I know this is gonna hit. I know that you ain't looking out for it, and I know I'm gonna get that win. JB, burglarized this man twice. He was already broke. Now he's in debt.
How do you rob someone twice, man? That's just disrespectful, dude. You already took everything that he had, and then you took the rest afterwards, dude.
He's overdrafted. For my life.
Nice. Okay. Looked like XSK was trying to maybe do a backdash chase down, but instead JB hitting a button, and now he's going to get the corner position for this. And XSK's got to try to find his way out of here.
Character that can do that. It is Luke. He does. We talked about this, the corner push, chases and things like that. Confirms on the shots. If you let some rock, you definitely get that push.
Oh, dang. Do we got Oil King in the chat over here? Oil King here rooting for JB.
Heard the call the burglar. No way! No shot, my man had the buffer in play. JB with the fierce.
Oh, the juggle too. Nice. And here we go, corner position. And burglarize. Oh, what is that? It just gets thrown. And actually, one hit in the super is gonna be able to do it. No! Oh, no! What is XSK trying to save that meter? Are you?
Don't be greedy out here. Oh, you too stingy. You too stingy, brother. You gotta spend to win. You gonna get it back like that. You play a Luke, you gonna get it back like that. But JB on set point with these bad decisions. That's something I don't typically see from Samurai. Yo, Mikey usually he will spend a win. He'll end it.
Oh yeah, he's infamous for like the standing light kick into the super for you know, just to finish around. And not happening here. It's not sure what happened there. Maybe an execution error or something. Oh no, that's gonna do it right there. JB gets the stun, has all the meter, and you know, doing it for the support of Mr. Oil King in the chat here. You see him chanting out JB, JB, JB.
Yo, I had to do it for the man with the best legs in the business. I also think JB also did that, the burglars, for me, so I appreciate you. I know you did those for me. I know you burglarized him for me. I appreciate you with those dive kicks. But that's another loop down, and I say that in a way that's not like mean, because to be honest, Samurai is like, his loop's really good. And if I want to watch a loop, I'd rather, again, watch Chris CCH. I'd rather watch Samurai, aka Mikey, aka XSK. I gotta sound that out. I'd rather watch them, right? But it's just the misconfirms and the greenness with the bar. It's like you can still see that you still see that I should say Samurai is new to the character in terms of like how much time he spent with it. Not finding the confirms, decision making isn't all the way there. JB, that was personal. Every time you see a Luke, he says it's personal. It's not about you, bro. I just see Luke, I gotta hit you.
And shout outs to, again, Oil King in the chat, watching over here, all the way from Taiwan. Always happy to see him here. So here we go. He's saying hello to us over here in the chat.
You're doing well, brother. We're doing well out here. We're definitely doing well. Watch this action.
Yeah, but again, some of the top action here, you know, you can find the brackets on smash.gg. Just look for Roast. You'll find it. You'll find the West Coast Roast Invitational. JB is going to be in the winners finals. He's going to be going up against either Mata Oha or Chris CCH. And that is, that's basically, that's going to be a killer one right here. So Mata Oha already taking out Flaquito's Luke. Can he do the same thing to Chris CCH? But as you've been saying, Chris, for sure, the most seasoned character, Luke player out of all of these players right now.
I definitely say he's probably the best in the US in terms of Luke players. Like, clear as day, he's the one that picked up the character. Again, Luke main since Street Fighter EX. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the character wasn't out there, but yo, he's so ready and steady. You see that life buffer? It's a full conversion and the B skill too. This is a personal pick. He's so smart with it. And he knows that Mako is a tech monster. Oh, no, you're so nasty.
Also, just want to give a shout out to fellow Lucia player Musa Keita in the chat. How's it going? It's got the Lucia squad in here. That's right. Let's go.
Lucia squad?
Oh, man.
Should be more of y'all because she's really good this season. But honestly, I gotta give Chris some good credit because this is a thing that Montemon loves to attack a little bit more than other players. And he's opening up to that. Like, he's like, okay, cool, I'll use this tool against you. Even though you're not a grappler player, I got the B skill to get it done, or this will just get it done. What's his post-stun front? Is he dead? Oh yeah, of course he's dead. What am I saying? I'm sorry. Why did I even question that?
Let go, Luke. it's automatic, man. It just happens, dude. Oh, look at the damage for sure. This character, I swear, is just Man, Luke, I mean, that's just the thing. He's got combo for days. And again, it's cool because like I like cool, and now that I just think about it, it's cool hand Luke, right? I mean, look, this is just one of the cool things about, the later characters is they get a lot of these cool combo routes, like for example, Akira has really cool routes, Oro's got all sorts of fun stuff going, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You could just tone the damage down on Luke a little bit, so,
Just a smidgen. I don't think he needs all that. If you don't want to do everything, tone the damage down a bit, but then again, Chris CCH staying optimal with it. We have seen people, drop and not lock down these combos, and Chris CCH being well rewarded, which does take a little bit of work. I'll give him credit with it. Monto trying to stay solid again. The tech situation. Chris knows him, but the flip out forced it for Monto. The side switch, V-trigger activation, the target combo on the mark. Don't get opened up.
And one of the things, I had talked about the Street Fighter V RPS as Mata Oha tries to take this round. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a punish. And the thing about it is the Street Fighter RPS, there's the 1 beats 1 beats 1 kind of option, but the EXDP beats 2 of them. The V-ship beats the other 2, but there's no option for beating the last 2, combination, except for Luke's V-skill 2. So by giving him that V-skill 2, now he's got the EXDP, the V-shift, and that V-skill 2. He actually kind of has an advantage in that situation. And so it's cool to see more players, trying to go with that V-skill 2.
I like the fact that we see the V-trigger 2 also from Chris CCH, knowing that you can't get the power for the V-skill 1, so get the damage done off this V-trigger, the extensions. Not a lot of big boy damage, a lot of corner carry and the extensions trying to get to attack like that. Matoha changing his gameplay mid-match, knowing that V-skill has been catching his techs. He's got something on the deck. Activation, yes sir, off the target combo. Don't press a damn button, bro.
Oh, got the hit, but of course, couldn't cancel off of it. Here we go, getting that range again. I talked about that light punch, dash punch range. Oh god, and maybe a dash forward throw this time from Mata Oha like he did earlier against Flakito.
Oh! ACP one touch, Kristen spin.
He thought it would be enough. He thought that was going to be enough, and then Mata Oha tried to go for the throw in that situation, but nobody moved anywhere, and so Mata Oha whiffed, and Chris CCH got the punish.
I don't know what he was grabbing. His demons in the back like that, but he still didn't win. In the end, Chris CCH with the crouching medium punch. The B-skill trade, not bad for Mato to get that B-skill stocked up, but didn't recover in time to stay fine. Caught up in the corner against his character. Has to hold this. He's been conditioned to hold these throws. The challenge.
See it in the chat already. People want more nerfs to Luke. And again, I don't think it's anything crazy too. Like you just nerf his damage a little bit, maybe lower his health a little bit more or something like that.
But honestly, Chris CCH will be rocking it with a 2-0. Even with the nerf Luke, I still think this would have went the same way because of the great play that Chris CCH put on. The V skill 2, the change, understand the other person and their opponent. Like, you can't even react against the fireballs of Luke with V-trigger 1. So the V-skill 1 wouldn't have been like, it wouldn't have been a whatever for. Like, he still could have used that in so 1, right? But he went for the V-skill 2 to understand his opponents in the end and got the win. So I think even if Luke gets nerfed, Chris CCH gonna still mop up people. Capcom clip him a little bit.
That's kind of, a great kind of lead into what I was just about to talk about. Obviously Luke is a strong character, and Chris CCH rocking the Luke, rocked the Seth when Seth was really strong. But this is kind of what you have to do. And, on top of that, he's a really smart player. Chris CCH has really worked his way up. I still remember like maybe 2 years ago at the start of the pandemic and such, Chris CCH was always one of those guys who was like one of the gatekeepers. He was always in the mix, but he would never actually, again, it might have been longer than that. Again, what is time thanks to the pandemic? I don't remember the time frame of anything anymore. But, for the longest of time, Chris CCH was always there. And he was always one of the guys who was like kind of in the mix. And you're like, wow, this guy is getting strong, but he's not one of like the guys. He's not like Mikey and JB. These are the guys you gotta be scared of. But Chris CCH now, his growth and what he has done now to get to this position, you can see the dedication. and you can see how strong he's gotten, and clearly one of the best in the West Coast right now.
Yeah, I mean, undoubtedly. I mean, his work even before all these characters had dropped, things like that, like in Intel, Evo and stuff, top spots, you know, winning Intel Open and things like that. It's clear that he is, you know, top shelf. Whether or not Luke gets nerfed or whatever is going to be what it is. So, if anybody uses strong tools, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, maybe I might become a Luke player. You know, I just don't have the time.
Don't do it, Cola. Don't do it.
Listen,
don't do it.
It's funny. I played Zeku, and like, the amount of time and work you have to put in, like, you get rewarded with your time, right? That character takes a lot of work, but you are rewarded. And I look at Luke and I'm like, it's like I don't have to do any of the paperwork at this 9 to 5. I put my feet up, I take my lunch for a couple hours, I'm good to go. But anyway, I'm joking. You know, Luke he's over 2, but he's not possible to beat. There are just strong players that know how to use his tools, and we see that with Chris CCH. We do see Luke players lacking and slacking, always getting confirms and damage and things like that. And there are unoptimal ranges for Luke. You can whip punish his medium, it's hard. His forward fierce, it's hard. His crouching medium kick, it's hard. But they are doable, and depending on the character, you can fight him with better fireballs. So you just have to have a good game plan, and some of us aren't all the way there yet. Some of us are getting there. We'll get also there to the next match like that. I'm definitely not downplaying. Relax, chat. I want to see a like getting all mad like that. Like, oh, you said Luke is not top 1. He's top 1. Don't worry. Be over soon. He's not impossible. He's not impossible. Impossible.
Man, Luke is busted, man. What are you talking about? No, just kidding.
Listen, we know back in the old day, we know busted. We know busted.
Yeah,
Y'all don't understand busted. A character that's powerful in a balanced game does feel strong, but like, we know busted. We're also the weak. I played Q for 6 months. I hated my life.
Dude, I tell everybody about Nako and CVS1.
Oh
boy,
God.
Nako CVS1 was a nightmare. I mean, one of my favorite tournaments that I actually took first place. It was a team tournament. We did the code where it was 2v2 in CVS1. My teammate was then up-and-comer Ricky Ortiz. And Ricky played Nako and went first every single time. I played ratio for Akuma because you could do that in this tournament, right? I didn't play until grand finals.
You're just chilling. You're like,
just OCV'd everybody until grand finals. And so, yeah, I was just like, let's go, Ricky. Let's go.
Let's go, Ricky. Let them cook. Let them cook.
But here we go, winners finals. It is Chris CCH going up against JB. Nice, and there, like I said, that kind of reverse shimmy. Even though, well, actually, no, that was a true shimmy situation because Chris CCH did have the plus range. Nice whiff punish by JB, but good interruption by Chris CCH.
Wish upon a star, take him far, y'all. JB, I know my man is tired of the Lukes, man. He said, I gotta eat another Luke. But this is not one right here. This is definitely, it wasn't a Fights Classic. I think it's gonna be a first of 3 best of 5 situation. Oh my God, the DP, the quickness, Chris CCH.
I think JB's favorite movie is The Last Jedi because, you know, Luke dies in there, right? So he's just like, I just want to get rid of this character, man. Spoilers.
All right, JB, use the force. Ooh. Oh no, back heavy kick though. The crush interrupting the fireball, the fist to face. This is unfortunate. Chris CCH with the spacing. Look at the buttons that he's pressing. They're with reason, right? There's negativity behind some of these buttons, but he knows the space and place and what's going to happen to continue this pressure. You're negative, but you're positive, and the fish with the quickness. Chris CCH.
Hang on. I think I heard JB sigh from my home. I can just picture JB with just a...
I think he said some other words. We can't say them on screen. I think he was saying something else.
Round 1. Me too. Probably saying something like, Luke is a very strong character, and I will have to learn how to deal with them. So that's what he's saying here.
I'm gonna have a game. Oh no.
But you know, we saw that earlier. You know, the bad crouching medium kick confirms from I think it was Flaquito. I'm not sure. I don't remember because there's been a lot of Luke. But Chris CCH with the single hit confirms have been amazing so far.
Yeah, he's been able to land them in the target combo damn near every single time. But JB waking up with violence, disrespecting him a bit. The B skill situation from JB from Chris CCH. Curious why he's going for this. Maybe because he doesn't want a predictive role in it. I don't think JB is like a habitual tech.
challenge, and then just gets the throw. I think JB thought the tornado was going to be on him, so it was going to be Bloxton. What a beautiful confirm from JB. Just go into the meter and take the round.
The whirlwind with all the toes, the end of those. JB going right into super to seal it. And that's fine. You can get that bar back in round 2 or 3 if need be. So JB want to spin to win. That's what we need to see out here. But then again, I feel like he's got a game plan for Luke, but it's Chrissy CH that's a problem. And that's a problematic not confirmed right there.
And here we go, JB now with the corner pressure, corner position, close to stun. But what a decision by Chrissy CH with a wake-up jumping medium punch to take back the momentum. Look at this.
Oh my God, that B skill coming into play today. You have to worry about that. Off the medium kick, EX connects, a side switch with the DP, keeps it medium with the medium punch.
Good patience. And that was a weird situation. I swear JB's spinning mixer, the EX spinning mixer, or it was just a medium one, I think. Like he almost, Chrissy CH like dropped out in the middle of it or something like that. It was very weird. Doesn't matter. JB still gets the victory and ties it up 1-1. Again, this is winners finals. The winner of this match goes into grand finals. I'm not sure if we've transitioned to 3 out of 5 at this point, or if this is still 2 out of 3. I'll have to figure that. I'll have to see from the TOs real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, it is 3 out of 5. It is 3 out of 5. Thank you. There we go.
Cool.
Perfect.
Taking them old school rules right here. Going the distance with the JB. Still got a lot more games with, again, Chrissy CH not lame. Pressing the buttons, them lights, the conversions. He's so good about making sure that he winks damn near every single time in the target combo. But can you say fine against the Twister? Overhead block. Yo, the defense. And now the offense. Chrissy CH with the side switch.
And then the frame kill for the medium. Okay, so you can see right there, JB taking the buttons right there off of the shimmy. He needs to do a lot more. And again, JB got a few free jump-ins. I'm going to check the bracket real quick. It was against, I guess it was Jot? Yeah, it was Jot that he got a few of the free jump-ins on. And so Chrissy CH not giving him that at all.
JB, can you stay solid against this tough situation? Chrissy CH trying to go on game point. A lot of bar, careful, those EX fireballs. Or just a throw? Damn! I mean, the B-trigger is so good.
He has found that throw in so many situations against that tornado, dude. When that tornado was out there, Chrissy CH has managed to get the throw and either just nullify it and completely avoid it, you know, and then it just eliminates that threat completely. You know, the extra hit on that Isar is not going to do anything if, you know, you're on the ground when he's blocking it.
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter, bro. This is like a sweep. Unfortunately, maybe not a full sweep, but might be the defeat right here of JB. Game point, Chrissy CH. I feel like JB has these good moments. It's just not be able to capitalize on the surprise of the B-trigger and the new, you know, damage and extension that can get. You got to be careful. You got to get more off of it. You know, that could be a big pain point for Chris.
Yeah, and that's an interesting thing right there too, because again, 2-bar V-trigger for Chrissy CH, able to use that V-shift. But look at this, JB got the corner this time and just never let it go. He maintained that the entire time. Chrissy CH even landing the V-break, could not get out of there. Got the auto-correct, the cross-cut right there. We saw Samurai go for that and drop it and actually get hit. So Chrissy CH doing all the things that everybody else was failing to do against JB.
You think he was critiquing them while he was watching? He was like, I would have did that right there. I'm sorry, I would have did that right there. That's his voice. I got to switch it up a bit. He sounded like a 35-year-old man. He looked like he's 17, but he is like a 35-year-old man in that body. I'm telling you. He's also vicious too with it. But like the fact that JB, like, I like the way that he plays his matches. It's just a B-trigger situation. And the fact that you just still have the 3-frame is such a dangerous threat in these wake-up situations. The tech to stay alive.
Look at that patience right there. Oh my God. Oh, no DP. Okay. JB catching him by surprise twice now, and that was it right there. You saw Chris CCH, he got jumped in the first time, and I think that time he was like, no, I'm not gonna let myself get jumped in, I'm gonna DP, but he was still caught off guard, did not get the DP out in time, and JB gets the free jumping combo and ties it up 2-2. JB trying to be the Luke killer here, going through Luke after Luke after Luke.
Fight.
Yo, the Luke nuke has been stopped by JB. Can JB seal it and put himself grand finals, winner side against Chris CCH? And this would be a big one, to be honest. All I've seen is JB get rocked by Chris CCH. I don't know the full stats like that on Wednesday Night Fights, but I know JB just be sighing, dog. He's like, this damn character, in other words, but I know that he is definitely going to get that victory, and it means so much at the momentum against Chris CCH. And then again, I feel like he's got a plan. The V skill is starting to land too. A V trick, I should say, is starting to land.
Okay, here we go. Chris CCH again using that V break to try to get out of the corner. Does get the cross cuts important, but again, JB is so smart with that V reversal to switch the sides. However, Chris CCH does still get the hit, busts out of the corner a little bit, so JB gonna activate. No, didn't get the juggle. Oh boy.
Off the medium kick. Careful now. Don't back away too much. Too far to play. EX, no interruption. The tech. Oh, up the light. It's good night. Chris CCH puts himself on set point. Fantastic. Light kick conversion into the super to seal. God dang.
That was the proper combo into the confirm. We've seen a couple of players drop that or just not even activate the super. Chris not gonna make that same mistake again. A lot of mistakes that have given JB some rounds. Chris is not making those same mistakes, and again, we've talked about it. He is definitely the most seasoned Luke here.
Do a fantastic job of just keeping things optimal. I mean, I feel like an optimal good player with Luke is very scary, but I honestly kind of run the watch, I ain't gonna lie. Here's a medium kick, activation, side switch, you see away a little bit, the maximum amount of damage and conversion. Yo, JB has labbed this out incredibly. Can you say solid against this character? The blatant, the easy bait up and eat him up. Eat him up, the stun.
Now going to be able to get some damage. Is not going to be able to kill because he has no resources off of this. And, gets him with the shimmy, and now the meaty. Not sure what Chris CCH was expecting, maybe expecting a shimmy. Woke up with a button, but JB did go for the meaty. It's final game, final round here.
Final round. Let's go, let's go. You wouldn't have it any other way at the roast. No, nothing different. No sweeps, baby. We fighting back like that. JB trying to fight back from the brink. And again, the victory situation, how he goes to the corner, open up Chris CCH, open every so often. If you give Chris CCH an opening, he will take so much damage. He'll take all that momentum, the Oki, and close that one cut situation.
That heavy punch is such a good fishing punch. You see me just throwing it out there, and every time it connects, he gets that jab afterwards, the combo. JB needs to get some massive damage. He's looking for a V-trigger activation here. Gonna get caught. No super just yet from Chris CCH. Oh, not good enough to kill. JB,
I think he would have been with a super that would have did it, but he lands in time to stay fine. Chris CCH with a crouching light to put him goodnight down to losers.
A panic by JB, spending the EX bar on the tornado and trying to flip for a little bit of a mix-up right there. Even if he hadn't died in that situation, he did take away a big comeback potential for him sitting on all that bar. But again, that round was just all Chris CCH. I'm not sure what happened. He just started dominating the neutral there, and there you go. Chris CCH is in grand finals here. And if we take a look at the loser side of the bracket over here, Jot did defeat Blarlad and then defeated Anthony to move on. Wow. He's going up against Mata Oha. And then Flaquito defeated Luigi. And so Flaquito will be going up against XSK.
A lot of good action today, y'all. I see y'all saying y'all lost your fight money, but guess what? There's still money in Match Arena, codes to be used. So go ahead and hit up exclamation mark Match Arena in the chat like that. Go ahead and run them codes. There's 96 of you, almost 100. Let's not only boost up the viewership by tweeting out, let the people know what's going on, but also boost up that pot. Let's get it pregnant. Let's get it nice and big. and put the codes in. All right, y'all got some money, y'all holding on tax, stuff like that. You did all that. Go ahead, drop a little bit of love to these players out here. It's some fantastic action. How you feel about Luke, all that don't matter, dog. Maybe if you donate, maybe it'll be like an anti-Luke situation. And look at me, I'm getting roasted right now. Look at where I'm at.
Look, I also want to, definitely shout out. These guys are also running an undercard bracket for diamond, for below diamond at the same time. So again, it's not just this crazy invitational with these strong players here. You can also enter these tournaments on Monday night and play some Street Fighter V with a bunch of the rest of the West Coast guys here in tournaments as well. That's also going on a different stream right now. So, shout outs to the, this whole crew over here running this every other week, another weekly tournament for you guys on the West Coast to enter and test your stuff and gain some strength and get some more practice, man.
Y'all need it. CPT coming up. I don't know what they're gonna do with them like offline things, but y'all need to be ready, and there should be no excuse when you have fantastic tournaments like this to give you that. Now, Flaquito, with the Sagat, I'm assuming that he ran the Sagat to get it done in the last situation we had to fight a Luke. Let's see how it works against Samurai, who's got some pretty good experience, I feel like, against Sagat players here and there. So let's see how he deals with this character. Oh no, never mind, gets his damage, and it's done. No bar necessary.
It's just really odd because, like I said, according to Filipino Man, he said that he feels like Rose fights Luke really well. In fact, might be one of the better characters at fighting Luke. And so Flaquito going with this, I mean, for me, it feels like this is less, let's take, I think this is a good counter pick. More, let's test this out. Let's try this out and see how well Sagat does against Luke because, he's fighting, you're going to fight like 800 Lukes to get through this bracket today.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do one of the Luke Gauntlet out here in the West Coast. Yeah. Y'all don't fear picking them top tiers. It's okay. You don't gotta do what you gotta do. We all, you pick the character that you're best with, and the DP is a great situation I see because you gonna get that actually health advantage right here. That's a lot of red.
Yeah, we talked about how XSK is not scared to spend that meter in those kind of odd situations, and there is a perfect example right there. Give himself the life lead like that. And, he doesn't play with meter. That's the thing is XSK has all this meter so often. So, obviously we can criticize people spending meter a little bit too early, but XSK doesn't use it. So, it's not going to hold him back,
We just have the other bar at the bottom that is V-trigger, and he's relying upon that. He knows if he can play that lane play, max range with it, he can try to outzone this character. But can you see the fireball, fire cannon style, enough to do some damage, but not enough to finish the medium kick to seal it? And it kind of reminds me of how he played Akuma. The lane play every so often when he gets to lead, slinging out the fireball shots like that, and now puts himself on game point.
Again, this is we're back to 2 out of 3 here in the losers bracket until we get to the losers finals. So we're back to 2 out of 3 here in XSK, looking really strong. And Flaquito is going to stick with the Sagat. Like I said, I feel like this is more just kind of an experiment for him, more than anything.
Yeah, this is somewhat, experiment for him to kind of test out things. I mean, for both players, I feel like, because maybe Samurai might have some matchups where. Never mind. Nah, it's not like that. I was gonna say there's some matchups where maybe Akuma will be, no, it's not like that. Nah. Yeah. Nah, he's probably sticking with his character. It is what it is. But for Flaquito, so yeah, it is to test it out. And I do think there's things that Sagat can do well. We're just not seeing them because maybe Flaquito hasn't got the matchup knowledge there just yet. But he's starting to find methods every so often. V-reversals, things like that, I like that. His fireball game will get a little bit better. But you're fighting a Shoto master that is Samurai. Never mind, the DP's fine. Anti-air right there.
Yeah, has Samurai trapped in the corner and trying to take advantage of Sagat's little, good range on some of those buttons. But again, you can't underestimate Luke's range either for that ability, especially those forward-moving buttons that he has.
Or for the whip punish for a character like Sagat. It's just slower buttons. You have to be a little bit more preemptive with it. Like medium kick is a really good button to poke out. Box up, no, denied.
No free V skills for you. So XSK wants to activate that so he can try to get in with some of those plus frames like this, but he just needs one hit into super. That's all he's looking for right now. That's what that low forward was. He was trying to do a confirm into super. After it was blocked, he was minus, but he tried to steal a turn by walking forward. Flaquito, though, taking his turn, throwing out the button, catching XSK. Takes round number 1.
Yeah, coming up with nothing. Keto finally, I like his fireball play too. Even if he's not getting a confirm, like off the fireball or interrupting the beast, I should say, he's at least closing some ground in some of this round to stay that mid-range. Yeah, around that medium kick range, so he can put on more of that zoning play and kind of goad Samurai into jumping in like a DP situation. I like him playing this range. He was more comfortable as a god.
He's playing a lot slower paced right now. He's playing a much more careful game, and it's working out for him. It's look, Mikey XSK is the kind of player who will time you out who will time out a round every single time, whether he's winning or losing. He gives himself all the time in the world to be able to find his victory. So he's not going to be rushing in. He's not going to be pressured to try to do anything here, but he definitely has to do something. 40 seconds on the clock, though, plenty of time. And first hit, he's probably going to cancel into the super to try to get the life lead.
Wow, able to get that bursting with flavor. Docking with the B skill, just because Samurai was not able to be so aware for all the options that were there. B reversal immediately, great life on the deck, whips the heavy. Like to see some of these low shots though, but no big deal. Flaquito's got the lead. Look at how annoying this is.
Yeah, and Flaquito, now he might just take throws all day. He's gonna use the B reversal to kill some time. Here we go, keep himself safe. Samurai's got him. Oh no!
Oh, why'd you tag?
I can't believe it.
No, not like this. You had it. No, Flaquito. This is unfortunate. All he had to do was be down bad for the down bad. Just hold the throws.
Didn't I tell you, man, Samurai, the patience, he's willing to take it down to the last second to be able to steal that round from you, and he did it. I can't believe it. And look at this, DPing through the fireball as well. Give that to Lucy.
And that's a hard thing to do. Oh, hold on now. She got a DP that reaches from the back door, from behind her neck. Are you kidding me? That
she doesn't deal with fireballs well. She doesn't deal with fireballs well. Anyways,
she's already strong.
S tier. Ooh, the EX. Okay, activation is. Oh no, too far away. But now look at this, the life is here, and again, now it's Samurai's turn to just basically bide the time. You saw him throw out those whiffs. He's trying to fake the fireball so that Flaquito wastes the second half of that trigger. There it is. Now Samurai doesn't have to worry about that factor. Now he just has to bide his time. But look at this. Here comes Flaquito with the big damage. Now he has the life lead.
Just run. Careful of the EX fireball though from Samurai. Couldn't come through. And yeah, you just want to say as max range as possible so the fireball don't reach. It's damn near full screen, but not all the way. That's why you see Samurai trying to walk him down. But eventually, we're going to get to the West Coast real soon on the side of the screen. And the bar is unfortunately being wasted. EX comes through. Flaquito still has the lead. It's going to be a timeout situation. Flaquito going in. Why is he going in? What's the situation? EX! Don't press the damn button, Flaquito. Just don't get shimmy. Don't do it. Just yeah. Oh, still press the button. It's so good. Oh. Why?
Sagat wins.
I mean, one throw probably would have killed there. So you know what? I think that worked out, and I think XSK knew he had to go in for the throw, and Flaquito read that, and so he threw out that crouching medium punch, and it caught him. I looked at the life bar. I was like, actually, one throw might have killed. You know what? Again, I'm not familiar enough with Luke to know how fast his throw does the damage. You know, but probably was going to be fast enough to kill. There was 3 seconds left on the clock, so. Ooh. I'm not gonna fault Flaquito for hitting a button that time.
I definitely I get it. Flaquito stays solid with it. I like that. We've seen a lot more defense and outlaning someone like Samurai that can use a character that is pre-built for the second part of the round, being able to just take you down by just backing up with a B trigger pit and just let the shots rock. That is an incredible feat, and to make a comeback with Sagat, it's real good, but you gotta finish it though. DP, deep dish with it. The anti-air right there.
What? If you're a Sagat player, it's got to feel good to not have to worry about that whiffing cross-cut situation again, because Capcom finally fixed that, so you can go for those last-second DPs like that. And look at this now. Flaquito ditching out the damage, getting the corner carry. You can't jump out for free, but XSK still makes it out. And that's important for Mikey. Got the activation. One combo. Still going to do a lot of damage here.
Release back on the block button. Unfortunate. Flaquito. Careful whipping those big white buttons. Some recovery on that.
Ooh.
It's clipped. Yo, he hit the ponytail. That's gonna hurt Fox too? That's crazy.
Ooh, okay.
You risky boy.
All right, Mikey trying to buy the time. 10 seconds left. He's got to find a way in there. Wait for the button. Oh, he got the hit. He has the lead. He has the lead. Mikey trying to get it.
Samurai with a dead jump.
Kidding me? If you're Flaquito, you're just like, are you kidding me? XSK ran up with the sweep.
I told you, Mikey feeling different. Mikey, they was scared to make Mikey feel different of all things. To get them when y'all be so frustrated. Flaquito, can he stay solid? A big jumping situation. We seen him DP damn near every single time. Wasn't fine that time. Samurai taking advantage of the momentum. Oh my God, I hope y'all clip that. Please hope y'all clip that.
Oh my God. Now, yeah, Flaquito might be a broken man. He might be a broken man. Stay strong, Flaquito. You got this. There we go. Big damage here. EX need get him out of the corner. There goes half of XSK's remaining life. No. Oh boy, he recovered in time.
He got the backdash too. Maybe the country kick might have been too stubby for that area. EX gets the knockdown. Yeah, call him backdashing, and I'm surprised that Samurai going for these backdashes. Look at that space to get these clean V-triggers, but that was a clean hit, and that means we are at final game, final round. Flaquito and Samurai.
Samurai went for the classic Samurai, the empty jump into crouching medium kick. He does that all, and he's been doing that since Street Fighter 4 off of neutral jumps and such. And he went for it, but Flaquito actually let him whiff the crouching medium punch, and he got the whiff punish on it. And now Flaquito with the life lead. Uh-oh, but here comes Samurai. No life lead is safe. We've seen it too many times in this matchup already.
Off the medium, the knees. Yo, Flaquito, let me find out. Bonchan be watching you, brother. It's the opposite. He reversed.
Dude, nice. I like that he's using that because he just doesn't want to get into this corner position. But it also might mean that XSK is feeling a little bit pressure to not be trapped in that corner. There's that EX Sandblaster. Oof.
Eruption with the fireball. Again, Samurai trying to whip. Oh, the whip. Speaking of those, for me kick. I've never seen people whip punish that, but Samurai staying sturdy with the size. No, not even side switch, but no makes them go for Samurai.
Okay, here we go. Flaquito gets one hit. It's gonna be big damage if he can confirm it into the V trigger. Okay, there's one shot. He's got one more shot. Oh, I thought that was it, and I thought he got hit by it. There it is, right there. Oh, too far away for no whip punish. Not too far away this time.
It's damn near impossible right now to win. Full screen situation with the fireballs. EX, the high shot, maybe low one has stuck him though. And now it's coming down to a 5 second, trying to get the dash up DP, but it's not gonna work. Samurai gonna go for this classic Chicago punish to seal it. Damn. He tried it, denied it. Samurai moving on the bracket.
I mean, yeah, it was because the DP probably just was the thing that made it ambiguous, but pretty sure XSK Samurai was going to be able to take that last throw. And so I think he was just going to go ahead and take it. I don't know. I might have went for it. There's only 3 seconds left on the clock, so might not have been enough time. So Samurai, yeah, so maybe just going for that DP was the only choice. And I said it at the start of that, you know, XSK is the one who's willing to just take every round down to the last second. How many rounds did we see get all the way to the final second there? And I just gotta imagine if you're Flaquito right now, you're just like so mad at that one sweep to end that round.
That one hit, oh my God. That's disrespectful, bro. That is like that's some new samurai energy. That's why he changed his tag. Almost to call you what you are, Mikey. Mikey, that's who you are to me. That's who you'll be, and that's who you'll be. Further on the bracket, bro, I guess you take on Flakito, but that was a sick match. You definitely can see the ideas of how to fight Luke as Sagat. I feel like Flakito's like fireball game, as it gets stronger, it'll be even more difficult. We'll see more of the low shots. Switching up a bit when he uses the EX bar. We only really saw more of the high shots, but we could see more of that later on as Flakito as we moving, to CPTs and things like that. So I can't wait to see him make waves out here. All the jokes aside, I've known Flakito for a bit. He a nice kid. He one of them nice kids out here, but not on the sticks. So speaking of what's not nice, is we got Matoha versus Jot. So the mustard eater versus the Luke player.
I'm gonna say I can tell you're an old dude because you're calling everyone else kids. Just happens, man. Every time you see these younger players coming in, you're just like, man, these kids, man, these kids. You can't help it.
These kids.
But yeah, Jot and Mata Oha coming up against each other. Mata Oha, of course, with the boxer, and Jot, I thought, but now with the Luke instead. So. With Jot thought it was going to be Manat, but it's going to be Luke instead, maybe. Let's see what happens.
Jot can play whatever he wants. We've seen him play many characters, and at a very high level. Saw the Manat, the Seth, the Vega, but the Luke is good. But then again, I feel like Montoya had lost his match again because of himself. Not to say the other person was playing bad like that, or they were playing terrible. But it's just misplacing the dash punches. And that -4 situation that we see memed by Brian F and things like that becomes a real threat when you give it to a target combo heavy character off a 3-frame with the best in the business that leads into Oki from Luke. So you have to be careful about what dash punches when they face. Can he get better about it? Let's see. Matoa versus Jot. West Coast Roast again. People, we have that match, Let's get that pot pregnant. Let's put in more love as we get more Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, and again, make sure to follow the official West Coast Fighters. You see it in the chat right here. You're watching right now. Click that follow button on the screen. And look at this. Jot now going a little bit, a few months back in time here and going with a Seth instead.
Okay. That's what the Seth do. It's curious to see. I wonder if he just maybe doesn't feel as comfortable running the Luke right now. Maybe he felt like, okay, I gotta shore things up. Maybe he can switch in the next game if it comes down to that. But the health differential, you definitely get smoked as Seth if you don't let all your hits connect. If you are open, you're gonna get dusted.
You know what? Let's. The way this works is that these West Coast players, they all know each other. These guys have played each other so much, and they're all really good friends. I wouldn't be surprised if all 9 of these players are just in a Discord talking smack to each other in the chat right now. Like they're like, I'm gonna play Steph on you, kind of a thing. Oh man. Oh no! Watch your legs. Watch your legs. Yep, standing up. Got caught. Yeah, who was expecting him to come with that low dash punch, especially after the cross start? I'm not even sure. I guess he had enough time to charge. I'd have to look again.
That's like the surprise factor that Montoya puts on every so often. That's what makes it so hard to deal with. Is that every so often you see these explosions, in the neutral B skill. Oh, the shimmy. That's what would be a stimmy shimmy right there. The extension with the B skill situation in the throw.
Right, Jot has the corner position now. We've seen so many times now why that's so important in this game, but there's the plus frames with the EX dash punch out of there. But now, Mata Oha without any resources, but he does get a free V-trigger activation, but I don't think he's going to get the chance. He's just going to go down with the full V-trigger bar, and that always is a feel bad man situation.
That makes it through it. Yo, the buffer off the medium round start with it, hot and ready. $5.99. Oh man, I'm hungry for some Caesars. Jot back to mid-screen. And rush on the overhead. Man. Yo,
I haven't had dinner yet.
The Davis roast.
I haven't had a dinner yet, Cole. I'm starving here. Let's go. Oh man, definitely gonna have to grab some pizzas.
Oh,
what the heck was that? I don't think
Drop
that's
out.
what Mataoha wanted as well. You don't want to side switch yourself out of the corner. Because now here comes Jot with this opportunity. No V reversals to get out of this mix-up. Just goes for the low. Good defense from Mataoha, but Jot...
Oh! You did it! That's a man with mustard by his screen. That is a man with a big tub of mustard right by his computer. You don't know what he's gonna do. You go to his house, man's got a thing of mustard. How could you trust that?
Juan
You good, Mataoha? You good? He one punch.
Mataoha with the wake up super. You know, the longer you go in these fighting games, all the bad ideas become good ideas, you know, because that's how it works. That's fighting games, ladies and gentlemen, and the wake up super finding its mark, giving Mataoha game number 1, and it's still 2 out of 3.
Dang, Mataoha, that's a good route back in terms of momentum too. Let's see if Jock can stay solid with it. Gets this done. Closer, I should say. V reversal in play to dim that down a bit. And we've seen Jock with these fantastic round starts, but he's got to be able to finish it. That's the biggest problem.
Mataoha's got to find a way out of the corner again. He's got the meter for it. Doesn't have the V trigger activated. Is he gonna V reversal? I think he was trying to bait out the V reversal. That's such a win for Jot because now you drained his V gauge. He might not get a trigger at all. See right there, no chance to activate to try to get out of the corner. So that V trigger activation from Jot, I think, was specifically to get Mataoha to spend that bar, and then he also got the combo off of it, so got a little extra benefit.
That's good stuff. Yo, someone said Paul review set skin.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Oh, Hiri skin right here. Oh, what a whip punish.
The British are coming. The British are coming. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Oh, here we go. Activation. What's the mix-up? Set up the overhead. Oh, no. What the heck? He's just keeping him trapped over here. Getting the plus frames off the throw. Off of the explosion, I should say.
Yo, the drop, though. That could have been so much more for Jot, though.
Oh, no. Activation. Going to be able to get the juggle. Is it enough to kill? It's enough. The low health of Seth right there coming to bite Jot. And now Mataoha at match point. Mataoha.
Man, it's like, dang. What if I played Luke? I do think that Mataoha has a good game plan against Luke. So, you know, it's, again, decision making that had sealed Mataoha's fate. But I think, you know, he knows how to play against that character. Jot, feel more comfortable in this match like that. You know, one that he has played for years upon years, has a lot more time with it. It's just dropped on Jot's side.
The move that he has to Chris CCH, right? I mean, like, can you really be mad if, you know, like, it's like, you lose the Chris CCH, that's just like, okay, you know?
Ain't lying.
All the way to the corner.
Carry. Yup. It's going to East Coast now. D-trigger on the deck. Upper. EX.
No more trigger. Tried to go for the hero throw.
Anyways, game Mataoha with the crush. Not at the finish. You can have that P4. No interruption. Look at the conversion. What? And that's market combo.
Too high up. I think that was a punish because remember that axe kick definitely got nerfed. And I think Jot was trying to fake a throw, get Mataoha whipping a throw, but instead just the block, just the punish. And Mataoha is going to be the one advancing forward in the loser side of the bracket to go up against XSK.
Ooh, well, there you go. I'll say one good thing. I feel like when the patch was dropped, people were very upset that V-Skill 2 got nerfed with Balrog. But I felt like that limited the game plans to Balrog because that's what you saw 95% of the time. V-Skill 2 when they tap like that. Now they gotta really put their minds to it. And that's what you're kind of seeing with some of the Balrog players, that because he's still great in other areas. Like, you're not relying upon V-Skill 2, like their game plan overall. Even when we see V-Skill 2 in this game, we saw Mataoha just stay solid and run that great neutral game. How is that going to work now against someone like Samurai, who is really hard to control, who's been feeling different? If he's in his room, his eyes are closed, he's humming. The red is just colored red, or his room is colored red right now. He is Samurai different right now. He knows something different.
Definitely getting the meditation in there, getting ready to go. Probably wants to try to get his rematch versus JB because that's who's waiting for the winner of this match. And XSK did go down to JB. So if he wins this, he gets a rematch versus JB. But Matoha, he wants his rematch against Chris CCH. So both of these players looking to try to get the revenge match going here.
See if Matoha can stay solid. I'm very curious to see how his style interacts with someone like, Samurai. Like the way that he is able to interact with that play. Uh-oh. Let him stock up for free like that's a bad idea.
Yep, not going to let him jump out for free, but XSK is out of the corner now. And in fact, he has the corner position now. Shimmy, but the button from Matoha. So that's why you commit to the crouching medium kick if you leave the shimmy, right? Because then you can punish it. But again, unless you can single hit confirm, it's also kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. Big lead right here from Matoha. Was right at the target combo, right on the mark. Samurai with the dash situation. So has some trigger in play. Didn't commit to the medium kick. Backs up a bit. Unless the shot's wrong. Did not get the conversion. That's gonna be a fat punish.
That was an execution error. For sure, XSK was trying to do that into Fireball. And he just pumped the controller too many times and the super came out. So that's a frustrating situation for XSK. You lose the round and spend all of your resources?
Damn. That's real bad right there for Samurai. And again, not having that on the deck at the ready, staying steady is not good. Like you said, no resources means hard to get that big boy damage that Luke wants. You can still do it, but it's going to be a little more difficult.
Yeah, so many combo extension routes off the EX version of his specials. Oof, nice, caught him low. We've seen Matoha get that so many times, just, catching people not checking their ankles. Oh, did you see the walk up by Matoha?
Oh,
but XSK able to interrupt it.
XSK being able to get that target combo so many times to check that dash up has been on the money and on the mark. The dash up throw. B-shift. Go for the break. Oh, no. For the EX. Oh, the blocking, but the punish. No, not again.
Every single time, man. That target combo has been doing so much work for XSK.
It's honestly on Matoha to deal with that medium punch, right? Like, he's got to be at that range when he knows it's going to whip and have a button ready. I've definitely seen, players be steady and able to deal with that. Obviously, you have to worry about fireballs and things like that, but it is able to be dealt with if you do find it. You can whip punish it.
I love that right there. Matoha even reacting to that jump from XSK. XSK hasn't jumped at all. And so the one jump, XSK was checked out of the air. So no free jumps for XSK. Nice block low.
Yeah, that's so good for Matoha.
He's like, I got target combos in neutral as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not in time. Plus frames for Matoha. Keeping the pressure going, but no more resources now. No more meter. Uh-oh. You get punished. Too close with that dash punch. And here we go. No. The problem is XSK's one hit taking this round.
Oh my God. If this kills, I'm going to leave. Thank God you're still alive, but damn, you might not survive. That's one touch. And then he jumps back with that big.
There we go. XSK taking game number 1. Did manage to get that critical art confirmed, and you could see the way that XSK plays this character. He is he hoards that meter. He's not spending a lot of EX uppercuts. So, that might be one of the things that you want to kind of have the read on XSK, that you're going to go after him a little more aggressively. Get him to spend those meters on the EX uppercuts, because you're going to take some damage and he might get some Oki afterwards, but he won't have those confirms in the super afterwards, because that is definitely XSK's game plan, is to sit on this meter and get the big damage on the single hits.
Damn it, word. Heavy punch to find the whip. And you're definitely right. Sap that bar. Someone is baiting the meter. Actually not a joke in this situation. And Matoha, fortunately, I feel like also dash punches him are just messing him up. I feel like he thinks he gets his rhythm where he can outspace Samurai every single time. But open him up just once, and that just leads to this momentum and that snowball effect for the character to just get back into that. Oh my God, that tap!
And it's not even that. Oh, I mean, he might have charged up a little bit. They nerfed the lower level taps in terms of projectile invul. Here comes Mataho, misses the second dash, misses the follow-up dash punch. V reversal to keep him in the corner. I like this idea. He's not going to activate the V trigger. He wants to keep this pressure. Now he's got 2 more V reversals to be able to keep XSK in the corner just like this. And look at all that white life building up. He
wake up with the crouching the king
again, calling out the shimmy again. And like I said, it looks like the first time I ever saw that was Knuckles do at a NorCal Regionals, like first or second season of Street Fighter V. He woke up with crouching medium kick with Guile for the win, and I was like, what a madman. But then, you know, you start learning and you're like, that's how you counter the shimmies.
He's done a fantastic job, and unfortunate dash punch and having EX behind it. He's not dead, but it's close. Check the red. Shot DP, one touch. This is looking free. Otto trying to answer back with the V trigger. I don't know if this is going to be enough to challenge with the jab. Look, this is the light touch, the light stuff. You know, he just wants that light punch to finish it.
But again, Samurai, take the throw. Oh, I just was saying, don't press buttons. Oh, he's still he still did it. I would have got jabbed too. I was definitely like, I gotta go for the throw. I gotta go for the throw. But I think XSK read that. You know, that was the correct decision by Mataoha to go for the throw in that situation. And, you know, honestly, for XSK, taking the throw in that situation was also probably the correct decision. But that's why the button worked. That's why he went for that. And there you go. That's the mind games right there of Street Fighter V. Doing not what you're supposed to do, not the logical choice. And yeah, it's a risk. He could have gotten counter hit it with a crush counter again. But like I said, I think he read the same thing that I did, you know, that I would have done if I was Mataoha, which was go up for the throw. So nicely done.
Oh, yeah. That was fantastic. That's why I like fighting games. It's like there's never a real answer to things because there's never a standard like option for everything. There's a right option and there's right options when it happens afterwards. That's the actual right option right there. When it works, everything's aligned because it won't always align fine all the time. You have to be, that's why there's never like, people should never be upset when something doesn't work the first or few times or whatever, because it might work later on. You might condition them. There's always, that's why the fighting games are so beautiful. You can rotate all those options.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I know people who have watched me stream a lot have said stuff like this, but I've said this many times, but people often will come on my stream and they'll be like, how do I deal with this mix-up? And my answer is, if I have an answer for you, it's not a mix-up. Because honestly, if I can give you an answer on how to defeat a mix-up, then it's not a mix-up. The answer to how to get out of there is to guess right on the mix-up. I mean, that's just how it works, right? And so that's like you said, it's what makes fighting games beautiful. Again, if you come up with your own mix-up and you think this mix-up is awesome, but there's a certain fuzzy timing that they can, like OS, like a stand up, crouch, and then, or something like that, and they block your mix-up, it's not a mix-up. It has to be something that is unreactable. It has to be something that the opponent has to guess. And that, you know, when you're sitting there labbing your character and trying to figure out how to mix up opponents, something you have to keep in mind. If there is a single way to get out of your mix-up, it's not a mix-up.
You know, it's not a mix-up, James. It was real easy to do. Go ahead and hit that Maturino. Hitting them buttons. That's simple. That's easy. You don't have to worry about that. It's absolutely free. All you gotta do is go up in there, hit some claim some codes. There's not only the codes, but the sponsor quest is super easy to do. Go ahead as we smooth on through this bracket. XSK, Samurai, Mikey, whatever you want to call the GOAT, going up against JB, who was like, dog, another Luke? I gotta fight another Luke? Then I gotta make a losers run to fight Luke? But you know, again, JB is the type of dude that like, I feel like he get mad at a character. He make it personal. Like we talked about this before. Like he see a Luke on the screen. It don't matter if it's grandma, his mom is playing it. He gonna fight you like it's personal. Okay, so I still think he could, you know, maybe take in the end This is getting closer and closer to the finale. I believe this is we're in losers finals already. Damn,
Yeah.
losers finals.
This is going to be 3 out of 5 here. And I just want to remind everybody too, make sure you follow this channel so that whenever they go live, you guys tune in for some awesome Monday night Street Fighter 5 action, because the more viewers they get on all this stuff like this, then Match Arena will start to be able to provide them with those coupon codes that you can click to increase the prices and stuff like that, right? So, you want to support these locals, you want to support, these online tournaments, putting in the work like that, and that will give them the opportunity to start getting these bigger prize pools for like those, for like the undercard tournament that's going on right now.
Let's get that price pull up. All right. It's really, y'all being real sad right now. That should be like $50. Come on now. Let's see.
They match. Look at this. These two are they're going to the prom. Oh no, an execution error from XSK again.
Yo, JB with the mix and side switch? Oh no. He's out of there though. The prom.
That's one my friend used to always say that. Dude, we match. Let's go to the prom. Every time two people pick the same color.
Every time. I feel like right now, JB could be the type to drop Samurai off and leave for somebody else the way he feels about Luke players today. Wait, how many he had to fight? You like, hold on now. All of you don't know which one's his date, to be real.
It doesn't matter who it's not about who you show up to the party with, it's who you leave with, right? That's how it always works.
True.
Oh, man.
JB trying to leave with some cash. And the crown, the West Coast Roast.
Oh, we got the Rashido theme going on here too.
You can't lose.
Right, again, XSK, one hit. Oh, too far away for that throw, but JB not with a big enough punish, but JB has punished that consistently against XSK.
Yup.
XSK has to realize this is something that he can't just throw out the V-trigger fireball, because people were labbing that a lot when Luke first dropped. Find ways to blow up this character, and JB obviously has the reactions and the timing to be able to punish it properly.
It was the people in Singapore that told me about this first, like my boy Brandon out there. Shouts to him. He told me about that V reversal punish, and he's like, because of that in the close range game, he thinks that Rashid could do a decent job against his character. And I agree, even with the DP nerfs, this is looking pretty even right here. JB, again, having a game plan against his character, but fighting Chrissy Sage too much, he said, I gotta be in the lab, because I ain't trying to catch a case. I'm trying to fight this dude.
And you know what the hardest thing for JB is right now? He knows if he can get past XSK again here on the loser side of the bracket, he's gonna go fight another freaking Luke. He's gonna go back up against Chrissy CH. Look, I've talked about that famous CPT China tournament, right? Where, who was it that fought like 700 Urians in that tournament? JB has fought Jot, who used Luke. Then he fought XSK, who used Luke. Then he fought Chris CCH and lost, and Chris CCH used Luke. Now he's fighting XSK, who's using Luke. And now, if he wins this, he'll fight Chris CCH, who's using Luke. JB has not fought another character at all.
Imagine you go through a bracket and all you are fighting is literally Luke's. Oops, all Luke's. Man said he's really fighting the Luke Fighter 5 edition. What a whip punch against the medium kick. Yo, JB again. You want to deal with this character and some of the aggression.
This is not a time loop. This is not a time loop. It's a time Luke. That's what this is right now, dude. You just have to deal with Lukes all day. Oh my goodness.
JB though, uh-oh. Get a target combo. Hammer up in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, JB, when he has won a lot of these rounds, and it has been when he's gotten Luke into the corner like this.
He shifts away.
Backs away for the V shift. Yeah, just builds a little bit of that space back to the neutral over here. And you can see right now both of them trying not to hit any buttons, not trying to give the other person any sort of advantage. Ooh, walks into that fireball again. It's so hard to react to that thing. You have to just predict it and jump, but that's not necessarily a great idea either. XSK still sitting on a trigger activation as well. So that's what the scary thing is. Single hit confirm into it!
Oh, you like that? Like that?
No, it's not enough to kill! Oh, he thought that DP was gonna kill.
I didn't kill? Yo, 10 seconds on the clock, yo. He can just run. He can just run because it's almost done. JB can't do too much. Ain't no way you gonna try to outlame a character like Luke with the crouching light, the standing medium punch, those forward advancing moves allow him to stay solid in timeout situations. I think he's a really good defensive character. People think about the offense, the defense is what makes him so annoying and caught him on wake up.
Dude, I said it too. XSK has done so few EX uppercuts, but then again, that's what makes it so that when he does it, it's so unexpected. Like I said, XSK likes to sit on that meter, but you saw that wake up EX that time. Counter hits for JB though. Look at the damage he's gotten. He's got a V trigger, and he does it again. Oh my God, Samurai.
Nice. EXCP right through the V trigger. Watch your 6. I got a lot more tricks. My man had the bar, the V trigger behind. He had the assist.
Exactly. He knew he had the tornado as a shield to absorb all those projectile hits because that Sandblaster has a big hitbox. And so I think it's going to hit the tornado before it hits JB. I think that's how it prioritizes. So JB knew he could just kind of run forward and EX.
Yo, you got to win now, JB, because I want that clip to put on Twitter. That is a big part of a good storyline right there, but
remember, this is 3 out of 5. Yeah, remember, this is 3 out of 5. So even if JB wins this, he's got to take some more afterwards. Losers finals.
Conversion off the fears. Commit.
Healthy knees. Trying to. Remember, I said you just gotta predict. You gotta guess if he throws a fireball, and that was what JB was trying to do that whole time. He was like, okay. Feels like one right now. Nope, not gonna happen.
I really like how the announcer is like, Luke wins. Like, he's so happy to see Luke win. Maybe not other people, but I will say that Samurai is playing sick with it. When he gets in that defensive mode, it's hard to break him down. He knows where the range and stand at and things like that. And again, I like watching Samurai as Luke, to be honest. When it comes to Luke players, I definitely like watching his. And the way that JB has to fight some of these angles, like he does find whip punishes and things, but then Samurai pulls back a bit and it makes it real hard to find these buttons whiffing and lacking and slacking. So it's hard.
I mean, it's interesting because honestly, the way XSK plays, like I said, he is defined by his play, very rarely defined by his character. His Ryu, his Akuma, and his Luke all play very distinctly like you, right? I mean, it's definitely his style. So like, it's interesting regardless of what character. Yeah, Luke is obviously strong, but it's still Samurai doing Samurai things with the character.
Yeah, it's his own blueprint. I like that. You can always put that on. JB ain't gonna get nothing going on. That V trigger not able to be pulled right there. Samurai again able to dictate the narrative of the neutral. We see him with the dash-in, off the throws and things like that. It's hard because you have the fireballs to stop some of these approaches. The minute JB loses momentum is when Samurai advances and keeps it going and flowing.
Oof, what a whiff punish, and there you go, the knockdown and the Oki. Off that target combo again. That target combo's so good. Oh, nice. There you go. JB gets the knockdown and gets the advancement, but no, Mikey with the jump out. Good patience, but look at this back-to-back DBs from XSK.
So the EX be out of there? Yeah, expensive spin, but you gotta do it in the end.
Oof, got him. Oh, I like
the
that
break.
Okay, but now he has no meter, no trigger. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna get a juggle off of that. Okay. Oh, is that gonna hit? No, it's gonna miss. It's too high up.
Can't do DPs in the super, looks like, with this character. Samurai thinking this might be Akuma. It's Tatsuino, Luke.
No, but you can't do the V trigger. You can't do the V trigger because JB has a V reversal. Samurai knows
Don't do
this. That's why he's faking it. But again, Samurai's willing to just do this for 15 more seconds.
I think it's about to be a burglarizing going on. Breaking through the window from JB, V-shift, EX.
Oh no, he went for the throw. Run! Okay, JB gets it with the throw.
Game to game, round to round. Let's see what's going down, Chad. Hey, yo, JB coming back like that with a timeout on someone like Samurai?
And then that's using Samurai's strengths against him. He knows that Samurai wants to play this timer game. Samurai has said on Street Fighter League, he is willing to just use every second that he has on that timer. And here we go, the shimmy! Finally catching SSK, being a little antsy. V-trigger activation to get out of the corner. And again, cannot use that trigger. JB sitting on that meter. Unless XSK is trying to bait the meter out, right? He could just try to spend it, but look at this, getting a couple of stray hits with just the regular fireball. And that V-trigger meter is not going down. In fact, it's going up. Oh,
wow.
No. Again, an execution error from XSK.
Not able to get that punish. Oh, the fadeaway. You gotta finish it though. EXDP, we busted out. Had to do something. Not make this look Korean. JB with the B skill.
Actions! Let's go, JB.
Oh my God, that B skill. My man's so quick with it. He's so quick with it. JB on game point. He was at that distance. If the shots were gonna rock, he was gonna B skill preemptively and predictively. And now he's on game point, looking to send XSK out of the tournament.
Yeah, back in third place here to try to get revenge against Chris CCH, who was the one who sent him down here. And look at this, wow! XSK going for a regular DP in the middle of that. Interesting decision, but close to stun. So XSK trying to back off. Yeah, he should be okay now.
He's okay to play. Look at that. JB trying to stand that distance. It actually mixing it up a bit off the forward into the EX, and this is hard for someone to kind of read the rhythm of how he wants to come through with that bar. And those extensions, being able to get that EX and to get that push to the corner, even on block, that's how she plays. You gotta be careful about letting shots rock. JB saves up that B bar for the express purpose of finding a punish.
Yep, and look at this JB just with this humongous life lead here. And again, you know, we talked about how Rashid did get nerfed technically, but like I said, JB knows how strong and maybe over strong in his opinion that Rashid used to be. So the fact that he got nerfed is not gonna bother JB. He knows what he had, and so he's like, you know what? Fine, nerf him down. I'm still gonna be amazing with this character. He's at match point.
Did a fantastic job. He actually was outlaning someone like XSK out here with his same sort of play. We talked about that before. But again, some of us is keeping hold of the right resources to deal with this character.
Here we go, JB, that corner position again. Get the activation now.
So the throws, yep.
Ooh, no punish on
Shots
the
rock.
whip. Again, he cannot throw out that V trigger. That V reversal from JB has really has kind of nullified the power of that V trigger, because XSK can't just guess and throw out the V trigger activation of the multi fireball.
So
Okay.
Samurai slam those hits to do it. You know, he's like, fine, if I can't play with the fireballs, we get up with that CQC, close quarters combat. I'm okay with that. I'm MMA.
And it's interesting because as a result then, I wonder if XSK might just be better off only using his meter for like V shifts and V reversals, you know?
You might be right.
Because, you know, the other thing too is while he has that meter full like that, because it doesn't drain, interestingly enough, because he can't really do the follow-up, it actually kind of becomes a disadvantage because he's not building up any more meter for more V shifts and V reversals.
That's true. That's true. The only defense you have is that B trigger, and honestly, if you get hit, it's off the table. So not being able to use it means you have to go for the close range game. And again, that's easier for JB to read. And right now, as soon as I say that, off the medium kick, the conversion scaled though because of the activation.
Yep. Okay, here we go. The tornado's coming. Nice jump back, but now you're sandwiched. Got him low. That was so nice by JB. And now he has the life lead. Just needs a couple of more clean hits. That's probably gonna do it right there, and it is. Nicely done by JB, catching that crouching light kick when he tried to walk away into the tornado. And JB has double jeopardy to XSK and will move back to grand finals to go up against Chris CCH.
This is some West Coast roast. It is delicious, nutritious, and is deadly. Let's see who's gonna be steadily out here, staying sturdy with it. People, once again, Street Fighter V edition. I'm gonna need y'all to hit up that Matcherino. Exclamation mark Matcherino. Run the chat like that as we get to grand finals. Plenty of ways to pay out these fantastic players as we get closer and closer to the finals. We've got 100 people. Let's get 100 more of not only people, but dollars in store in the Matcherino. Run in the chat like that. You can see that. Also, see all predictions. See who's going to win in the end. This has been a very difficult run. This may be the hardest one I've ever seen a Street Fighter V player go through in my damn life. I've never seen someone have to run against not only one, but two, but infinity Luke players out here. Literally running Luke Fighter 5.
It's the way the bracket falls, right? I mean, some may just call it bad luck, but I think it's more bad Luke, to be honest with you. Because there's so many Lukes here. I don't think that there was any way to avoid it. But JB showed that Rashid is definitely still a very, very strong character. Now, he did go down to Chris CCH 3-2. It was very, very close, so he has the opportunity. He's got it in him to be able to win, but that last round, the very last round, it was final game, final round. Chris CCH just, I don't know what happened. He just he went to the avatar state or something, because he just destroyed him in that last round. So let's see what happens here if Chris CCH can maintain that, or if JB will make the adjustment.
Yeah, we want to see grand finals, people. West Coast Roast, the invitational. Let's get it. Bad DP. Easy bait up and with it. You see JB with a full punish.
JB will take those execution errors. Whoa, I thought he was going for some fancy combos right there. Went for throw, what a tag. Tried to go for the overhead, but a good block and punish. And there's that B skill too. Oh, God.
Making it real hard to deal with too. Get the activation off that, yep.
Dude, Chris CCH can make the comeback here. It's gonna be, oh, no, it's not enough to kill. But then he catches him with the shooting on that. But then,
oh, the burglar! Get burglared!
Robble! Oh.
Yo,
Oh, man.
The grimace with that's a menace. JB. JBBB.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
All right, so JB with the first round. Oh, Chris CCH, yeah, that medium punch plus keeping with it and going for it again, but didn't confirm off of the crouching light. This is the second time he's come up with that move after JB has switched sides. Not sure if that's intentional or what's been going on for Chris CCH here. But look at this pressure. Oh my God, gets the back throw. That is huge. But again, Rashid has the ability to control where he is on all of his combo decisions. But look at this, Chris CCH just doing that wake up heavy punch.
The distance, he knew the range too. The space in place, the throw. One touch though. Chris CCH got bar at the bottom. Don't let this man cook. Gonna finish it now. And also the EX back heavy kick.
Believe that happened. I definitely heard another sigh from my home right there.
I heard a sigh of the bleeps. Like, what were the bleeps? I don't know what those bleeps were. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. Again, the side switch. So important for Rashid. Like I said, able to control. Wow. And again, remember I was saying that Chris CCH, when the Isara is out, when V-Trigger 1 is out, Chris CCH is looking for the throw. This is something that JB has got to be more cognizant of, and maybe start to go for more shimmies when that tornado is out.
Exactly. Trying to open them up with the mix. Bartender style. EXB reversal. Actually, be shipped into super. I'm sorry. That was so sick. With CCH. The B ship into super.
That was so smart and ridiculous. Chris CCH is just galaxy braining it through here. I definitely heard another sigh and a few more bleeps. I don't know what those are, but definitely heard them.
Is the car backing up? I'm not sure.
Oh man. man. But I mean, to be fair, that was a great decision by Chris CCH, and most characters would be able to do that, right? So that definitely was not a Luke exclusive thing there.
Oh, for sure. And I think that's one of those things that we talked about before. We talked about the fact that people need to be using more of the V-shift and reversals. Moments like that are perfect. Here's the activation, though. Now we see it as an on-hit sort of style instead of just a mix. Still behind to stay fine, but he does have that corner position. This is good for JB. You whip that B skill, get punished.
Right, with this life lead, but again, Chris doesn't need much to catch up. Ah, there we go. Press the button on his wake up. Was expecting maybe JB to shimmy again. He might have tried to wake up with a crouching medium kick or something like that.
Off the Lola this time. I like him switching up that crouching light. Still has a lot of range, a lot of utility. Not sorry to see it.
It's trying to be aggressive with his defense, and JB is just blowing him up for it. Yeah, you can't get out. Oh, what? You landed from the air and went for a throw? Oh my gosh, and then he gets the V skill.
I can't believe he went for the V skill right there. He's aware. No! He let him live at the wrong time. He's not fine. He's dead. He's actually dead. Chris CCH.
Dude, Chris CCH is playing so well, and it's not just, I mean, obviously the payoffs from Luke are huge. That is definitely a Luke thing. But the reads from Chris CCH, obviously having that V skill to dodge the throws and stuff, but outside of that, chasing the back dashes, finding the right time for the whiff punishes, etc., Chris CCH is playing so well. And look at this, see the wake up buttons landing from the air for a throw, etc., He's doing the reads. He has the reads, and he is being very aggressive in this defense. This is not a passive defense at all.
Right. He's rotating his defensive options correct. He's about to put this man's face down to the ground. He has to seal it. And again, it's not a Luke thing. It's Chris CCH. This is the style that he's had for a while. This is the style that he has let rip on people for years upon years, months upon months. This is that wild child style. This is no mild. This is the dude that you saw for years upon years. The same sort of like rotating defensive things with the wake up jabs and things like that, or out of reverse situations. This is not because of Luke. He's not winning because of Luke. He is winning because he's a good-ass player, and now he's on game point. However, there are things obviously that are emboldened because of Luke, but the ticket to this limit against somebody who has a game plan is because he's Chris CCH, and now he's seeing game tournament point.
Here we go. Try to whiff punish with that standing heavy punch, a little bit too far away. Try to whiff punish there as well. Yeah, minus, so Chris goes for the throw option. Oh, okay, mistimed the meaty light kick right there. Oh, confirmed single, he confirmed. Gets a counter hit, the stun.
Damn, it's done. There is no post-stun fun, it's with the quickness.
The one and stun and done right now. Looks like Chris CCH. Tournament point here. Can JB do this? Like I said, it was 3-2. Final game, final round, and winner side of the bracket. But then Chris just, like I said, took that last round so convincingly. And it's been all Chris CCH here on the winner side, on the grand finals. But here we go. Okay, I see you, JB. I'm commentators cursing Chris. JB's like, keep talking about Chris. Keep talking about Chris, please, James. Give me that commentator's curse. That's what the CC stands for in CCH right now, is commentator's curse.
Damn, it's the worst. Oh, the finesse and plus to put him to rest. One more sequence after this, and it'll be a wrap like that. Yo, Chris CCH knocking on the door. The West Coast Roast to finish it. To get the jumping situation, the challenge with the light.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. The trigger time. No!
That's a big win.
Okay,
trying to get the corner carry off of that.
Towards the corner. He can still do this. One throw. Is he going to go for another throw? No! He goes for the buttons instead. Gets the counter hit. Tries to go for the
JP stays alive in a scramble situation. He says, I like my eggs over easy. We stay in breezy. JP gets one on the board. Oh my God, what happened, James?
got the jump medium punch, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna juggle, because if I do, I win. He went for the EXDB. It was too late. The frame data, it might have been too low to the ground so that it wasn't allowed, and that's what's gonna give JB the victory. And now, let's see if JB can ride this momentum, but Chris CCH again, oh no, a bad read, so here we go.
Ooh. This is not good. Chris CCH, that Beast Skill's been doing some damage, right? Being able to threaten that close range game with a -2 situation that deals with throws is, as you said before, real different than how other characters play the RPS game. Obviously, you think about your turn like that, but it's been real difficult for JB to kind of enact his own throw game, and he's been unable to enact some of that neutral play, dashing with the light, the mix. Oh, this is bad off the activation.
Yeah, this is scary here again. Oh, but there we go. The crush, gonna go for the hit here, gets the corner carry. You're trapped in the corner now. Oh, he wasn't expecting that to hit. Chris plus frames, and he's got so much meter to win. Oh!
It's plus on with for Luke. And again, Chris on set point. Oh my God.
Do not want. Oh my God. Oh, Chris CCH. I mean, look, a little bit of fortune for JB in the last game, maybe coming back full circle here for Chris CCH, but JB needs a little bit more fortune right now if he wants to stay alive. Chris CCH, tournament point, double tournament point now.
I can't believe this. Once again, Chris CCH in a fantastic position. But, you know, we look back at how they played Chris CCH, just that aggression and those defensive tactics that turn it back into offense has been good. As soon as I say that, counter his curse runs right into the V trigger. He's still caught in the corner.
All right, but the activation again. This is scary times when he has that activated. Oh, what a whip punish. Okay, JB now can take this.
He can.
Almost.
There's bar at the bottom.
Yeah, critical art is on deck now. Any hit's gonna give him that meter free. Oh, throw, and now he might be in kill range. Too far away for the throw. JB plays so patient. Crush, counter. He's still alive.
Final round.
I see a pulse. Doctor, don't give up. I see a pulse. Breathe, JB. Breathe. Clear.
That's what those beeps were this whole time. It's him staying alive. The pulse is going. Beep, beep, beep.
It's about to go beep in a second. I don't know if that's JB sticking out explosives or if he's going to be put down to the ground. That stuff was racking up, dog.
Okay,
activation that was staying solid with this side switch.
Yep. Here we go. The throw. Time for JB to make this comeback. Can he do this? No. A sweep. That's going to allow Chris CCH to get out, but the crush counter. Here we go. Big damage towards the corner. Throw.
The backboard box it out. D-shift. Let's get the kick back, but no conversion of the crouch in kick. The target combo. The mess up dropped almost. Staying optimal. Chris CCH taking this tournament winner side. West Coast Roast in the most ridiculous way fashion.
That was the American reset right there for Chris CCH to take it. He is going to be your champion of the West Coast Roast Invitational number 19. And again, shout outs to all 9 of the players who have played through 36 weeks here, 18 tournaments of the West Coast Roast to get into this position. But Chris CCH, who has won 5 of them, he won number 5, 10, 14, 16, and 17 to get to the first seed, is going to be the champion of number 19. Congratulations, Chris CCH.
Yo, say what y'all will about Luke and all that stuff. You got to put it in the hands of a good player. You put Luke in the hands of me, I'll take a round here 2 for free, but not enough. It's not easy. That character at high level, high level, okay, ain't gonna be carrying somebody that's been putting the work for all this, you know, all these reasons, things like that. Chris CCH, best in the West, might be best Luke player for sure in the US right now, doing the work. And listen, you know, as a Midwesterner, I gotta say, I can't wait for the combo breaker exhibition.
Yes.
Hopefully Chris and them will be able to come through. I can't wait to see the fights. You know, above all, I can't wait to see the good fights because we all homies and things like that. I love the rivalry. I want to see all the scenes get better as we prepare for the international players to come through and show us how it's done. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll get them in. We'll see.
I am a big fan and proponent of regional rivalries. It makes people stronger, and so we're sitting here. We should be talking smack to each other, and maybe we will at Combo Breaker. But honestly, though, I love it, and I'm so glad that it's happening. And again, legit, just like as a promo for it. I mean, if you guys can get a chance, it's gonna be a hype tournament here, and like I said, most of the time you get. I mean, that my emote, the Chen Rage emote, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah,
that facial expression came from WNF versus NLBC exhibition.
Oh, really?
At Evo, because WNF was winning, and I made that face, dude. Like, I made that face because I was getting hyped. That's what happens, man. That's what happens.
It's been hype all day. I've been making faces all day. Y'all didn't see them all. We've been both making faces, some wild ass play today. Shout out to everybody that's come through. On the tournaments today, but also the tournaments previously. Shout out to the West Coast Roast themselves, the official West Coast fighters out here putting on these tournaments, not only for this one, but also the one that's going on right now for the Diamond Below. Players out there also playing out there. Shout out to any TOs that are putting on this. This is hard work, y'all. Y'all understand how much work this is, set up streams and stuff like that, get the players in. It's a thankless job, so please turn that around. Thank them, follow them on Twitter, Twitch, sub to them, hit them up in the Matcherinos, give them the love that you show the players and things like that. And it's a wrap, y'all. I gotta sit again, say thank you so much to James. Your West Coast for putting me on. I know I'm a Midwest beast out here, but I was looking for the feast. I was definitely happy to be invited to the dinner table.
You are honorary best coast right now here, so
I'm already best coast of my Midwest. That's already best.
That's not a
I'm
coast,
not a coast,
man.
though.
That's not a coast.
Not a coast, so I don't know why you're saying that. So I had to correct you, but you know.
Best coast here. Yeah, that's right.
We'll see what East Coast has to say about y'all.
Best coast, East Coast, whatever you want to do it. It's awesome. I love it. I love seeing all the high-level Street Fighter. Again, follow these guys. Get to the point where you get enough views that they can get the Matcherino money, they can get the coupon codes as well, and support a lot of these guys, man. They're putting in the work here. Obviously, we're not going to get the NLBC online anymore, so a lot of other places out here to still be able to watch some excellent action, including official West Coast Fighters. Twitch.tv/official West Coast Fighters. Give them a follow. Make sure you know whenever they go live to watch their stuff.
Well, people, that'll do. What's that?
So we will raid to the Under Diamond channel right now.
Oh, okay. We're gonna raid to the undercard tournament that's been going on. Again, you can also enter these as well, and you should if you want to get some of that Street Fighter V practice and keep playing there. So.
Absolutely, people. Thank you so much for watching. Stick with it. We're gonna send a raid over. Peace out.